Having a tech, yo, play a partner. Back with another installment of that flyness. Lush Uno is his Lush World, and shouts to all my constituents popping up, pulling up to the pop out. You feel me? You'll know what it is. Of course, we got Geechi Gotti himself.
You know what it is, man. Salute, salute. Appreciate you having me. You know it's family, so it ain't nothing to pull up whenever you make the call. We in here.
I appreciate you sliding up here because I know, you might have some PTSD from Wayside visit.
Yeah. When you sit the Addy, I'm like, that they got nigga driving the Wayside. Hold on, man. But you know what I'm saying? Nah, we on this side of that, so we good, man. But free all my people that's in there going through that struggle right now. But yeah, man, I definitely had to pull up. You know, I rock with you all the way, everything you got going. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you call, man, that's a no-brainer. You know what I'm saying? We popping out for you.
Vice versa. I mean, as evidenced by we damn near are crisscross because we're gonna both be in the
EFB members only. I got the gray on gray. You know what I'm saying? My boy got the cream on black.
Yeah,
these is new installments of the no studio and clothing. You know what I'm saying? Every fucking board members only edition. You feel me? You can www.officialgeechigotti.com, or you could just DM me. You know what I'm saying? And tap in like Geech. I want one of them sweatsuits and Cash App, Zelle, Apple Pay. Man, we getting it out the mud.
Out the mud.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we getting it how we live, man. We ain't turning down no paper, man. You know what I'm saying?
Now, being so close to Wayside, what do you think would happen if just like the door, the gates just opened up?
Oh, man, everybody running out that bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? All the way from East Max, South, Super Max, everything, man. North, motherfuckers getting the fuck up out of there right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of good peoples in there that just need a chance to see their folks. And then, you know, it's a good Thursday, so the weekend coming up, they probably waiting on some visits anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, definitely, man, like anybody that's in that joint right now, I know they can't wait. That always be that ride, too, because, you know what I'm saying, when you going through that county jail system and they taking you up there, you remember like, okay, damn, man, they gonna see Magic Mountain, all this fly shit, and they going opposite way. You know what I'm saying? Like, they going opposite way, like, oh, good, you know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, if they open them gates, man, what niggas gonna run out that bitch right now? You feel me? They gonna run over here to Lush World, sit on the couch.
Come on.
Yeah, for real.
I wish that they would like do like a little day pass thing. Let them go on Colossus and Viper one time.
For real,
like,
give them niggas a shot at the title, man. Let them do something, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I remember I was in school out of state, man. They used to have some shit. It was this nigga, he was locked up, and they used to let them niggas go home during the day and have to turn it. It was some crazy shit. Go to jail at night. It was like some wild shit.
What state is that?
I was in Louisiana, man.
Oh yeah.
Man, they had some shit like that. I don't know what jail that was, but one of my partners, he used to get out during the day and turn himself in at night, some wild shit.
Louisiana, like if they don't solve the murder in 3 hours, they're like, get out of jail free, you straight.
Yeah, you can't get no niggas in Cali no daytime pass and y'all turn himself in at night. Y'all go fucking, if a nigga got 2 days, he ain't going back. Nigga like, nigga, what? I'm getting pussy right now. Nigga, I'm selling dope. Nigga, I'm hanging out. The homies.
I'm gonna be in Tijuana.
For sure.
Digging a hole.
Come on, Hong Kong.
Exactly. Hey, did you know that they actually recently shut down Hong Kong? I don't know if it's permanent,
shit.
Which is a tragedy.
Tragedy to like the good people. So yeah, man, the good folks. If you know people, yeah, that's not a good sign, man. Hopefully they keep that cracking though.
So for those that don't know, Hong Kong is the top tier of brothels in Tijuana. Actually, my man who banged Ralph Sinatra, bringing the saga over there, he has a different opinion. He said that
what he said,
Hong Kong's not the A1.
What's the A1?
The one right to the left.
Okay.
Abuelitas? Yeah, that's the one I kind of feel a little more. No, not
more secure.
Not as expensive.
Yeah,
not as expensive.
Okay.
I ain't dropping my whole bag that I earned. You know.
Come on, little bag.
At one time, I might get 2 for 1 type shit.
Yeah, a little bag for your buck. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? They can just having some fun. You know what I'm saying?
So grandma's is the spot to go to.
Abuelitas. I know it's abuelitas. It's like angel wings.
Okay.
You just said grandma, Doug.
I thought you said abuelitas.
Abuelitas.
All right. That's even better. That's even better.
Yeah,
so apparently what had happened was there's some military dudes down there. I think it was Navy or whatever.
Okay.
And they got a little bit, they was playing with that candy that makes you dandy.
Yeah, they went a little too hard.
And they
was trying to run through the whole spot.
Them fools died.
Yeah, they went, that's what I'm saying, they went too hard. Yeah, come on, man. Shit, I mean, I guess that's the way to go. You know what I'm saying? I'll pick that if it's 1,000 ways. You know what I'm saying? It didn't going out like that, man. I always wanted to go to what was that shit used to come on HBO, man?
Oh yeah. The Bunny Ranch.
The Bunny Ranch, girls on the real. They gonna be like, this nigga Geechi horn dog. But I used to watch that like, man, on the hood, I want to just go through that motherfucker one time, man.
That's the Snow Bunny Ranch, though.
Snow Bunny Ranch, it was lit though. It looked cool. They had Bridget the Midget in there and all that going on. It was popping, man.
They tried to call me a deviant for saying that I would knock a thick ass midget down.
For sure.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
Where did she get it? For sure. That's a woman. Ain't no kid and no like freak weirdo shit. We just want a little person. You know what I'm saying? Nah, for sure. Bridget the Midget can get
spin her around doing 900. You feel me? Like,
hey, come back down, catch your bros.
With that being said, everybody share, like, subscribe, run it up, hit the comments. If you got a dono, slide a dono. We appreciate. There is no nation without donation.
That's a fact.
But it's free to step on that like button. So do that with whatever color chucks you got on. But you feel me? Since we with Geechi today, we talking about the blue chucks today.
The blue chucks, man.
Whatever chucks you got on those, step on the like button.
Or the Louis, man. If you want to, if you want to step in something exclusive, you know, you can step in these too, man. We ain't discriminating. You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, before we get into this discussion, we've discussed my sponsor, right?
Yeah.
The honey packs. So
talk about it, man.
Run up to royaltyhoneyyusa.com.
Come on.
All right. Discount code Lush Uno, all caps, LUSHUNO, one word. All right.
Yeah.
40% discount.
Oh yes, sir.
It'll make you light as a feather, stiff as a board, have you knocking it down like never before. You already know. Sure. And it works not only for the men but for the ladies as well. For the ladies, it'll turn your pool into an oasis.
Yeah. So, come on,
splash
that honey.
Yeah.
Everybody out here, they know about it. They know in the comments. If they act like they don't, they lying. They know
you tried a honey pack before?
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to go on. You feel me? I ain't not that I needed it. I just, I think that it's just, sometimes you just want to turn up a little extra. Sometimes you just want to give a little extra to the, you feel me?
It's a good first impression.
Yeah, like, oh, you brought this to the party too? Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you feel me? Every now and then you just got to throw some extra in there. Like, oh, that she didn't expect that one. Like, I'm coming like Tyson.
Well, it's like you already knocking it down. You already like have it secured, and then you just get this like ambition for
man. Second win.
You didn't even know this was like.
Yeah, you didn't even know. Yeah, you thought it was over. You know what I'm saying? With that big bill. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? Honey pack. Y'all gonna hit a minute? You know what I'm saying? Come on, kid.
Or you hit her with the biggest balls and another one.
And another one. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
The Meek Mill honey pack endorsement is crazy.
That's crazy. I'm telling you, Meek, you got a bag waiting on you, Meek. You got a bag waiting on you, man. You go get
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished.
Whoa.
With that being said, Geechi and I have known each other for years. Had the pleasure of watching this guy's career just.
That's a fact.
Go coding crazy. You feel me?
Now you've been there from the jump.
And to being one of the biggest, I think that you've transcended battle rap. You're just one of the.
I appreciate that.
You're just like one of the most important rappers in LA County.
No, that's a fact. I appreciate that though. You know what I'm saying? To even say that and recognize that. Because a lot of times, I'm humble, so I don't voice it too much. But, when you get that respect from the peers and the, those around, you know what I'm saying, to voice it for you and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying, that's always respected. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate it for real. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, and it's not hollow words because you show and prove. You've been doing it constantly. And we've sat down and done a few different interviews, but when we was on No Jumper, we did the Crips Invade Battle Rap.
Yeah, we did.
But it was with you and Active, and Diz was there. But I feel like I've never got to really get the definitive Geechi Gotti conversation.
Come on, let's talk, man.
And I just,
let's have it, man. Let's have it.
So you have a really interesting fascinating upbringing and all that.
Yeah,
So like,
straight up.
tell me about the origins of a young Gotti.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they all know the area and the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, that I represent, you know what I'm saying, Nutty Block, Compton, you know what I'm saying? Like, anybody that know the history of the Compton, you know what I mean, they know about the Grandies, you know what I mean, that's the birthplace, you know what I'm saying, for all Compton Crips, you know what I'm saying, not just my hood, but everyone
That's the first Compton Crip set ever.
Yeah, and everything birthed up out of there, you know what I'm saying, you know, and sprouted and went where they went, but that was home base, so it's a lot of history just being from that side of Compton, period, you know what I'm saying, it's a lot of, you know, it's still a lot of structure, it's still a lot of, you know, rules and things that come from being over there, so you know that already gonna birth you to be who you gonna be, like as far as if you doing it right anyway, you know what I'm saying, because it's just not allowing you to just be reckless, you know what I'm saying, we still come up under certain principles and codes and morals and disciplines and things of that nature, you know what I mean, so I feel like that helped me even when it came to blossoming into the star I am in the rap game, you know what I'm saying? Because I already carry myself a certain way, you know what I'm saying? I already know not to do no studio or no faking, not to do nothing that's going to jeopardize myself or the people around me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to always move in a certain light because I already got not just myself, but a whole, you know what I mean, conglomerate behind me, you know what I'm saying, that's watching and moving with me. So, you know what I mean? I think that's one of the more key parts. But definitely, man, you know, like I said before on that show, the streets, it is what it is when it come to that, you know what I'm saying? I done been in jail, been shot, all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? That go without saying, you know what I mean? But besides that, like the good shit of it, I came up around some good peoples and in the camaraderie. I think that's the point that get lost. Like, so that be the message I try to portray the most when I talk about the gang shit, is the camaraderie that come with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, the negative side, we want to change that. You don't want these kids out here killing each other. You don't want these kids going to jail, getting life, dying, and all that. But at the same time, you do understand that some of these kids come from broken homes. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't know their daddy, or don't know their mama, or don't know both, or some got both, but it's just haywire. They still living in the ghetto amongst other shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's still tough. And that camaraderie with your homeboy, somebody that's gonna break bread with you, they last with you, like you like, oh man, this is a different type of feeling for some people who never had a brother or didn't have a sister, you know what I'm saying? Or even if they did, now you got extended family. So a lot of the times I think people get so lost and caught up and think of the negative connotations, but they don't understand that side of it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people is just coming together and becoming a family. It's a community. That's why it was community revolution and progress from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like,
talk about it.
Help the community, man. And we watching each other homes and all that. And that shit still, though it don't get glorified, that shit still go on, man. You in these neighborhoods, you gonna see these young dudes, man. Old lady got a lot of groceries, they gonna go. You know, especially in my hood, we still gonna, hey, help her take them upstairs. Hey, they need to park right here. We moving. We ain't hitting up on their yard and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still give back. We go back. Christmas toy drives, Thanksgiving food drives. You know what I'm saying? When we can, like right now, in a couple of days, June 3rd, probably like a couple of weeks, we do a big ass shout out. Deeply Rooted. Some of my older cats in my neighborhood, they got a media group, Deeply Rooted, and they put on a big water thing annually. All the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Slip and slide, Crocodile Mile and all
that. Let all the kids come out. You can bring them from anywhere, you know what I'm saying? It's open to the public, you know what I mean? They do this annually, so like people don't see that side of it, and I think that's like one of the biggest misconceptions with the gang shit, is that it's all negative when it ain't, you know what I mean?
I think that's a really eloquent breakdown, and I'm glad to see you. And it just shows that you a grown-ass man in here.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But even at your wildest, youngest, most turned up phase of banging, you still were cognizant of these principles.
Hell yeah, for sure. Because that was one of the things, man. Never be careless, you know what I'm saying? NBC, you feel me? Like, can't be careless out here, you know what I'm saying? It's going to cost you, you know what I'm saying? Like, so they know costing yourself out here and tricking yourself out these spots out here, you know what I'm saying? You got to be cognizant of what you're doing out here. You can't just be doing it, because some people, don't get it twisted, it's going to be some people that just jump in the game and head first and they don't know what's going on, but it's people that be in it one day and they out the next, you know what I'm saying? Like, longevity in this game, it gotta be wise. You gotta be able to take from others' mistakes and then peep game when one of the older cats bring it to you, and then also be able to move with your partners thoroughly, you know what I mean?
So, what was your family life like during the early years? Like your first, you feel me, even before you got put on and all that?
Oh yeah, nah, my family, A1 like the sauce, man. Love my mama to death. I just seen her earlier, man. Her and my grandma out here from out of town. Family, a good family, you know what I'm saying? Like praying family, going to church, all the good stuff. Like, definitely wasn't pushing the streets on us. I ain't gonna never lie and say no shit like that. Like they was pushing that on us. That was me at 12 on my own. You know
So it's not like a generational thing? Like,
nah, hell no. They wasn't, hey, nigga, we off. Nah. They was doing them, handling business, going to work, taking care of, doing everything. Like I say, we just lived in Compton, so we hanging outside. It's just, but you feel me? Like, it ain't, for some, it's just that. Like, we outside, the homies out here, this is what it is. We turn into that. That was me. We basically made our own decisions. I did, you know what I'm saying? And most of the people around me, like, we wasn't no peer pressure thing to where motherfuckers, some was born into it. I got homies who daddies from the hood and all that type of shit. That wasn't my story, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was, my fam's always, been there. Been through it, been with it, nigga. No matter right, wrong, up, down, though, you know what I'm saying? Typical black family, like, we gonna rock it out no matter what. Like, motherfucker get shot, motherfucker go to jail, they still gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? Nigga banging, whatever, that's my son. You know what I'm saying? That's my daughter. That's how we rock in our community. But yeah, definitely, man, like, all the best that they could do, like, to get me to the point I'm at now, like, was always through their prayers and through their support, like, you know what I'm saying, like, to push me the opposite way, you know what I'm saying, like, never supporting the negative, you feel me, like, I never could get no family to, hey, here go a gun, go, that wasn't that wasn't that, you know what I'm saying, like, anything that was negative was my own decision with me as a man or as a youngster that just wanted to do that, but my family always tried to push and still, like, do something right, do something different, so I think that was also the learning curve for me that kept me, like, balanced to that, like, you know what I'm saying, that I would keep the streets and my family separated. I wouldn't force that on them either, you know what I'm saying, and turn my house into something that it wasn't supposed to be, like, you know what I mean, so, like, my grandma and them, they come from the South, so they ain't going for none of that anyway, you know what I mean, they raised their kids a certain way and their kids raised us a certain way, you know what I mean.
Did you feel like at a certain point, was it kind of difficult to balance these different worlds? Because you a smart dude. I'm pretty. You graduated high school or?
No, I didn't graduate high school, but you know what I'm saying. I was smart though.
You was doing good in classes and all that.
Yeah, I was still smart, but I went to jail my last year of high school. So when I got out of juvenile, I didn't get a chance to graduate or walk the stage. But right after that, I still was smart enough to took a GED test, all the little SAT, Cat 5s, all that shit, Sat 9 shit, passed it. So I was able to still, like, complete it after high school was done. You know what I mean?
At a certain point, though, you made the decision, like, the gangbanging is a priority more so than school.
Yeah, man, like, I won't say a priority more. It just, nigga, at a certain time, it's just more prevalent, you know what I'm saying? Like, in your everyday life, if you active at the time, you know what I'm saying? So there's nothing you can really do about it because it's in your face 24/7. Like, it ain't no getting around it. If you waking up and you doing this shit every day, it's like you can't fake this shit type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna be able to be out there and running around and then all you seeing is roses and daisies and everybody else seeing gun smoke and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, at one point it's just gonna have to take over, or you gonna be bullshitting with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Then it's the same thing when you trying to transition. Eventually you're gonna have to fall all the way back or fall back enough to where you can see clearly, because once you all the way in it, you can't really see clearly. It's too much going on, man. It's shit popping every day. You come outside of your porch, you go to the hood, it's up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no mistaking. It ain't no, make no phone call. It ain't no, hey, today is we putting in work today on what's gonna happen today. You know what
I'm not feeling that good. Yeah. I don't think I could go to the office.
Yeah, no, it ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Like, every day when you step outside.
Can you cover my shift?
Yes, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, any day, motherfucker walk outside, they doing something that can get them 25 to life. You know what I'm saying? And that's unintentionally though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta walk with it on you. You dig what I'm saying? So now that you got it on you, that means anything can happen at that point. You feel what I'm saying? You don't know what's gonna happen this day. A car could pull up, now you gotta defend yourself. Might just somebody happen to one of your partners, they call you, now you got to jump in and be a part of that. Might just be some random shit that happen. You know what I'm saying? You might need some money today and they got a fast way to get it. So every day is something going on. There's always something going on in that lifestyle. So I think for me, it wasn't that. It was like chose to be prevalent at a young age. It just was already, it's like, it's right there. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, it's like it's in you already at that time. There's nothing you can really do about it. You know what I mean?
So in elementary, you said you got, like you actually jumped off the porch 12 years old?
Yeah, 12 is when I started.
So before that, because I assume like you grew up within a mile of the Grandees.
Yeah.
Say, like,
man, hell yeah.
You like hop, skip, and jump away.
Yeah, man.
Were you already aware of what Nutty Block was when you were in elementary school and all that?
Hell yeah. In elementary, I already knew what it was because one of my partners, rest in peace, man, my nigga C-Knock, man, rest in peace.
Man,
love him to death, man. He was already banging in elementary, you know what I'm saying, my nigga? But his whole family was already from the set, so like, you know, he a kid, but at the same time, he first nigga tell me at Caldwell Elementary, like, nigga, I dig up Nutty Block Crip, and I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, the hell you talking about, man? We finna go slide down the slide.
Trying to play with Ninja Turtles.
like man, y'all niggas puffed it up, Nutty Block, whatever he said and so whatever. You feel me? I'm like, man, Nutty Block, what this nigga talking about? You know what I'm saying? So like he already done said this at a young age, you know what I'm saying? And that's really my friend, my partner. So, you know, like I remember he would just talk about it, like, yeah, my cousin such and such. And you know, just little shit. We little kids, so we don't know too much about it. He don't really know all the way too much either. You know what I'm saying? He around it, but he a kid, you know what I'm saying? So by the time, you know, like I say, middle school now we down there in our lifestyle, we down there grown because we walking ourselves to school, walking back, you know what I'm saying, 11, 12 years old, we got to walk from the house all the way. So now them walks from here to Walton to back to the houses, everything going on. We might have witnessed some real shit that went down. Now we seeing all this and we a part of it now. So that's how it becomes that, you know what I'm saying? It's a different era now. I look back at it now, stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, man, what? Like, come on, man, 12, nigga supposed to be doing something else. I got kids that's 12. I never let them do what I did. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, I'm just like, that's just the lifestyle. Look at the movies that was popular. Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, shit like that. You know, we don't got movies like that right now. You feel me? So even what we saw on TV, like, reflected what we saw when we stepped outside. You feel me?
Yeah, even like the shows that we do have, like Snowfall, is about that era.
That era. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the time frame we came up in. So it was like, it was normal, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was normal to be a part of that shit at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like the norm. Like, nigga, everybody was like, you know what I mean? It wasn't no exceptions. Either you was or you wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Your one homie you was talking about, he R.I.P. to him. He reminded me of the little kid in Boys in the Hood. Like, I ain't from Africa. I'm from Crenshaw.
Yeah. Like, man, anybody from the gang, they gonna know. A nigga ain't capping you. And he one of many homies that's like that. I just one of my close partners that I can speak highly of on that level, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's many niggas who, you know, that was their path, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they chose it early, you know what I mean?
So when you walk into school and all that, you know, 11, 12 years old, are you passing by op hoods and all that, or is it?
Nah, I lived in the hood, so we ain't really passed by no op hoods or nothing like that, but like, you know, like anything could still happen though, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't necessarily have to pass by no hoods that rivaled that gang at the time, you know what I'm saying? But like, at that moment, you kind of see that it's people that's coming from them areas. We kids still, we just starting it, but I think from middle school, I think everybody that banged, that probably went to, I don't care if it's from LA, Watts, Compton, you know, middle school, y'all all still together. Then by high school, nigga done probably all figured it out. Like, damn, my boy, that was my boy. He from over there now. You know what I'm saying? And damn, they from over there now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just boom. Now the lines is all the way drawn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, middle school, we probably fighting each other, doing bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It might be going up a little bit, but we still in that era. But once it's now, okay, damn, he can't even come over here no more. I can't even go over there no more. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? That shit a rap, and I feel like that's just how the cookie crumbled, you know what I mean?
It's a lot of people that I talk to, they say that a lot of the beefs obviously there's like generational beef, like you beefing with his hood for 20 years. You don't even know why, or somebody's great uncle fuck somebody else's great uncle's bitch,
and it just turned up, on the hood.
But like a lot of the younger rivalries, it'll start with, like you said, Bades in middle school and shit, and then those be the same dudes you into it with.
When you get older,
later, and,
you know what I'm saying?
And someone takes a pixel,
takes it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. And that's what, and that lets you know again just how simple it could be, like fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of, I can't fix it. I'm one man, but you know what I'm saying? Just my mindset of understanding, like, man, it'd be something so simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, something so simple to, like, nigga, this side of the street versus this side of the street. Like, yeah, it ain't even as deep, because really once the niggas get behind them walls and run into each other and have them conversations, a lot of motherfuckers going through the same shit, same struggle. Everybody got baby mama drama. Everybody had money, lost money, got it again. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody out this motherfucker dealing with death. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody out this motherfucker dealing with mental problems where they done had issues and trying to figure this shit out, trying to understand this game called life. You know what I'm saying? So everybody going through the same struggle, city to city, state to state, trying to figure it out. We all the same in certain ways, shape or form. You know what I mean? It's just, nigga, enemy lines. It's just been drawn already, and we so scarred and so damaged and so fucked up that we don't even know where to begin to try to eradicate it and be like, man, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like it ain't no stopping it, because it's like, nah, nope, fuck them niggas, you know what I mean? Fuck them bitches. And it's the same way on every side, you know, but not saying that's a good thing, but that's really the real issue, because it's nobody that's willing to stand in the fire and be like, man, that shit weak.
Right.
Ain't getting nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't
and then to change the entire consensus.
Yeah. And it take a lot. It's going to take more than 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to take a whole, you know what I mean? It's going to take a whole conglomerate of motherfuckers. But I think a lot of people nowadays is smartening up. Like, even though the streets is still the streets and people are still, you know, niggas is getting their head knocked off wherever they at. But I feel like when I look at what's going on out there, you see a lot more motherfuckers like on some entrepreneur shit, chasing money, doing shit like shit we didn't get to do as kids. Like, we ain't even young, 16, 17, 8, we ain't even think about none of the stuff I'm seeing, you know what I mean, youngsters on today. Like, you feel me? Like, we ain't had it wasn't no choice. It was this or that, you know what I'm saying? Like, now, you know, you dudes can have a whole YouTube podcast and, you know what I'm saying, and just, turn this up and be right in front of the people, you know what I'm saying, and doing and change their whole life. Play the video game and get rich, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you feel me? Like, it's way more opportunities for you now to where you really don't gotta do all that, you know what I'm saying? Back then, like, that's how you got it, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wanted to fuck the bitches and get to the money, man, you had to be in the streets, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you had a good job or something like that, you have to be in the streets to figure it out, or play basketball or football or something, you know what I'm saying? Now it's a million ways to get it, you know what I'm saying? There's so much opportunity. You could turn this phone on. We ain't have phones that did all this. You can turn this phone on and say, how can I start my own water company? Google it, boom, figure it out from scratch, you know what I'm saying? Come up on your first couple $, and boom, now you a CEO. You 15 years old of a water company, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We ain't had that, you know? So I think, you feel what I'm saying? So I think nowadays it's a lot more opportunities. It just take the right people to kind of deter the youth and show them, like, man, this is what you need to be pointing, man. Fuck pointing them guns and all that, man. You need to be pointing yourself into them books, man. Get some knowledge about it, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't nothing good gonna come out the streets. I'll tell you that right now. I got a long list of niggas that's dead. So it's like, I really don't even be like talking about it, because when I talk about it, I do get to that thought, like, damn, the niggas who call my phone the most is in jail. You know what I'm saying? Right. The niggas who I talk to the most got all day. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my closest friends who I grew up with, who I'm talking about going to middle school, walking with, my closest ones, dead or in jail. And the ones who not, we don't talk every day because they working, they grinding, they with their family. We ain't got time to talk every day. They just know we love each other. When we see each other, it is the same shit. But we way past the hanging every day, running around. Like, we done did all that, you know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers are grown
as a motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So
we ain't got time for that.
We ain't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? But you understand it. To the ones who is doing it, to the youth, I can't knock them. You feel me? Because that's they only know what niggas showed them and what they seen, and they living their life out how it's going until they find another route. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm saying it's a better opportunity, I'm not saying I don't understand why it's still cracking either, though, because nigga, it is what it is. They losing homeboys, they losing friends, they losing partners, and it's you know what I'm saying, that cycle of pain and hurt still there. You feel me?
Well, 1,000%, but it also goes both ways. The access that these kids have nowadays, oh man, with the technology, but we also didn't have like
you could hit your op up on the phone,
right? Yeah, and we didn't have the same drugs and all that. It wasn't
it was weed like a motherfucker. They gonna get high on some weed. You wanted to take it to the next level, you had to go figure out a way to go get you some Sherm or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? You know what I mean? nigga.
Go to dust down.
You feel me, on the hood now. Nigga popping hella pills and all that. Like, nigga, we only had Tylenol or something. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't going this crazy, but like, yeah, the access to shit like that. You feel me? Like, I think the wildest like pills we was popping was thizzes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, nigga pop a thiz, but then a nigga ain't gonna do nothing but get too emotional, start telling everybody they love each other and shit.
And we kind of looked like fools were popping thiz.
Oh crap!
But it would still be kind of like, you wouldn't be like, yo, like I'm a fizz head.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Like,
the thiz, it depends. See, the thiz, shout out to them because I ain't from the Bay, but we popped them heavily too, cuz, and we went crazy with them and had our moments. But
good times.
When I learned about it would just enhance however you was feeling at the moment. So if you was horny, you pop one, you're gonna be extra horny trying to fuck some shit. If you was turned up when it pop, you're gonna be extra turned up. I mean, we was trying to get into the motorcycle club on the hood. This years ago, they was tripping, man. Free my nigga Lil Spank on the hood, nigga. We on off one on the hood, cuz off one, and nigga, he got us up into the club just off of being off the things. And like, man, what is you talking about? We can't get in, nigga. We 30 deep, nigga. You tripping like security daddy? Like, man, them niggas in, like, them niggas ain't finna come in here and trip tonight. They ain't here too finna be on the hoe. So, you know, like, you know, it's shit like that. But yeah, you absolutely right. The access to things is the issue, but that's bigger than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't create the access to all that. No, that goes now. That's a whole deeper conversation. You know what I'm saying? How they already set the playing field up for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the new age chains.
Yeah, come on.
The trap.
Yeah, the train get dropped in the hood and boom. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know how it go.
It's a modern manifestation of the same thing. So it makes sense. Like, yeah, there's ways that these kids can kind of avoid that, and there's more access to good things. But the other side of that coin,
there's ways to run into the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Way more of it too.
And a place like Compton is interesting because in most of LA, I mean, there's you like a few in like a 5-minute drive, you might be in like 2 different hoods, 3 different hoods, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Compton, every block is a different gang. It seemed like.
Sure. Hell yeah. You can roll through the whole Compton in like 20 minutes, man. You done ran through about 100 sets.
Literally.
Man, for real.
Literally.
For sure. Everybody is. And it's like that, you know what I'm saying? It's a small, that's why it's the hub. You know what I'm saying? The hub city is just that hub, all that right there. But you got all that talent right there too. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, like all that struggle created all that talent. That's how you get the Roddy Riches and the Kendrick Lamars and you know what I'm saying, the Serenas and the Venuses, you know what I'm saying, and so forth and so on, you know, because it's just so much, and then there's so many that's still out there that haven't been heard, you know what I mean? Like we got plenty, you feel me? And they can name a gang of motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, that's doing their thing, from the Asias to the Teezies to the Free Compton TGs, the Bullies, you know what I'm saying, niggas in my hood like the M-Bones, the Compton Rick Rocks and the Deuces and the, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, the ladies and all these folks, you know, that been doing their thing for a long time. There are a lot of mayors who been putting in pain. All these different hoods, you know what I'm saying? From Piru hoods to Compton hoods, you could just, you know, Compton Crip hoods, you could just run names of niggas that's dope, you feel me? Like, and rapping. Then you got sports and niggas that just been doing their thing, you know what I'm saying, for years. So that hub create that hunger, you know what I'm saying? But it's that double edge, man. Some motherfuckers get caught in the trap, like you can't even get out, you know? So like it be right there, like that success be right there, but the streets got that leg too, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it take a lot to get out that motherfucker, but when you do, you see that greatness, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
You know, it's like I've had this conversation with multiple people. Compton has, when people look at like LA as like a mecca for hip hop, as it is, once you get past New York, it's probably been like the most success of any region. Now Atlanta is kind of like rep past it or like right there, but the majority of the greats from LA, they're not really from LA. They're from Compton.
That's a fact.
And there's a distinction. I mean, when you look at the greats from LA, we got Ice Cube, we got Nipsey.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We got Draco. Like, it's a handful. You know, Dub Z, you know, like, but look at Compton, like from NWA.
All the way on down.
To, you know, DJ Quick, MC8.
Just keep going.
You know,
like,
what I'm saying? Mossberg.
Come on. That shit don't
obviously,
stop.
You got Knockout and Dre stuff.
Knockout and Dre stuff, for sure. For sure, real Compton City G's, you know what I'm saying?
Then to The Game, then YG,
keep, you know what I mean?
Kendrick.
Come on,
like,
come on. Comedians like Anthony Anderson and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot, you feel me? It's definitely a lot, you know what I mean? For real.
Did you feel like kind of isolated, like in your own world growing up in Compton? Is it like, do you feel like it's separate from LA? You kind of I mean, you still
Compton is different. You know what I'm saying? Just like, everybody feel like that. LA gonna feel like that, and they gonna separate. They gonna say West LA different than East and South Central and all that. You know what I'm saying? All that. They gonna feel how they feel. And then you got Watch, nigga. That's a whole nother world. You know what I'm saying? Shout out niggas like 03 Greedo putting on for that section. You know what I'm saying? And putting them all the way on the map. It's a lot of motherfuckers that know Compton, Watch, LA, all different. Even though motherfuckers run together and and know each other through these streets and all that. Like they still three totally different type of cities, like Inglewood and Gardena. All that shit is different. It all got its own makeup. It all got its own kind of politics to it. It all got its own everything. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hell yeah. If I'm from the city, yeah, I'm definitely at the time, nigga. Even to this day, I don't say feel isolated, but like I know the distinction. Like you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, I'm from Compton. Like, you know what I mean? For sure.
And like we talk about Watts. Watts is 3 huge housing projects. Got a couple other projects out there too. Compton don't really got projects like that though. But then there's these.
We got apartment buildings that's like
crazy,
like that,
turned up apartments that are essentially like. Would you say the Grandies is similar to the Jacks?
Straight up, hell yeah. And the Grandies is really a street. You know what I'm saying? With just a gang of different apartments on that street, it's just a dead end.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once you get in there, it's like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? But literally, all them apartments ain't even connected. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Different owners, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? That's that shit like a different world in there by itself, just the way that shit's set up. You know what I'm saying? On the hood.
So you said you got arrested your senior year of high school.
Yeah.
What was the story with that?
Oh man, shit, man, that shit was some bullshit. I ain't even gonna lie, man. My senior year of high school, man, we walking doing some regular little kid shit, man, thugging, and just got into a little situation, man, where a shooting had happened. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Boom, took me down for it, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Fought it. End up coming out on top of the situation. You know,
by the grace of God.
By the grace of God, shit had happened in Compton. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the area at the time or around that time or that era, they know like when it was, where it was, you know what I'm saying, on the real, like by the court building, all kind of little wild shit going on at the time. So yeah, man, but definitely, man, came out on top of that situation, you know what I mean, and then boom, out the smoke, you know what I'm saying? Out the smoke with that nigga, you fresh out the frying pan into the dry out me the, you know what I'm saying, on the hood. But yeah, that's how that went down on Compton. Straight like that, some little small shit. I think I talked about it on the Queen's Flip show before too. But something something light, you know what I mean, where motherfucker end up getting into a situation, you know what I'm saying, and then I end up going down. You know,
so being someone that has lived the majority of your life at this point, crippin'.
Yeah.
Like it's in your DNA strand, you bleed blue, like there's no, you signed that contract for life.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you still, but like that's something that you hold dear to your heart. When you see situations like the Ja Morant thing, you know what I mean? Like you see a dude that's a superstar. I don't know really too much about his past life, what he was doing, if he was thugging like that, banging like that when he was younger. But when you see someone like in a mainstream situation, millions on the line, and throwing up C's, pulling out burners on live, but we never seen that from his character. I'm not saying that he wasn't like that, but we never seen that aspect of him until like this past year. What are your thoughts on something like that?
Man, like like you say, I don't know his past or like his ties to the streets or nothing like that, but he a millionaire, man. He got a lot going on for himself, so like you will hope that he get it together, because you don't want to see him blow it. You know what I'm saying? For his kids, for his family, for his loved ones. Like don't fumble that bag. You know what I'm saying? That bag right there. They strict on their laws and their rules and them NBA codes of conduct. So if that's what they don't want you to do is flash no guns, man, don't flash no guns. That's it. Simple. Man, I ain't saying you ain't supposed to have one. You's a young rapper, young baller, black nigga, you know what I mean? You around rappers, you around street niggas, you around shit, so protect yourself, you feel me? You one of the one of the flashier NBA players, you know what I'm saying? Your face is known, your name is known, so protect yourself. Your people's around you, supposed to protect you, but like understand, like, man, you ain't even gotta show it, like, you know what I'm saying? By the time they know you got it, it's too late. You feel me? Like that's how you supposed to really carry yourself. Like, you ain't gotta, man, nigga, what you telling them for? Let them try you, you know what I'm saying? They already know as soon as they pull up and think that a nigga lacking, boom. boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, don't do that to yourself anyway. Just being like secure and understanding the streets. You know what I mean? Don't show your hand and let the people know, okay, boom, he ride like this, so now let me come double that. You know what I'm saying? To make sure I really get him and when I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't think it's all dribbles and jump shots. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't got to worry about that, man. Don't flash that. It ain't going to get you nowhere, man. You hooping. And niggas in the streets always got love for the hoopers. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be that, man. Like, we got to protect them. So your people's around you supposed to already know, like, man, I got it. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And now we ain't flashing that, man, because we need you to keep getting this money, man, to keep doing what you doing, man, on the real. You the backbone. You the star. You the one. You know what I'm saying? You fall, we fall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people respect the athletes in the streets. The only time I heard it used in a derogatory way was from a Chicago rapper, King Lil J. He said, "You ain't from the streets, goofy. You just a hooper."
Oh, shit, man. Nah, you can't get it. He tripping, man. Salute to him. But even the hoopers was in the street. That's why I can respect it. You know, it was niggas who they was in the street. They just hooped and niggas allowed that, or they played football and you know what I'm saying? And niggas like, man, just they went harder with what they were supposed to because that's what the streets gonna do. Like, real street niggas gonna be like, nah, he the one. He the wide receiver out the hood. Like, we going to all his games. Niggas get the acting up on the field. We jumping from the stands, fucking niggas up. You know what I'm saying? They get the fighting on the court. We running on that bitch half court, whooping niggas ass. But we for sure ain't stopping him from going to practice, telling him to smoke no weed, hang with us in the back, none of that, man. Nah, this nigga got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want to be able to go to the game and fuck the hoes, so we want you to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still that same nigga to us, nigga on the real. Hooper, you probably gonna be about 6'4", 6'5", in shape. Niggas ain't finna run up on you too much with the hands anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So niggas is respecting it and rocking with you, you know? So
who you think's gonna build that new gymnasium for the hood?
Come on, exactly. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I gotta respect niggas like a DeMar DeRozan, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Coming from Compton, going all the way to the NBA, bringing back shit to the community with the Compton, and he around real solidified niggas too. The niggas he be with, solid dudes that I know. You know what I'm saying? But he balling though. You feel what I'm saying? He still hooping. He ain't straddling no fish. You know for sure when you see him, he hooping, he balling, he doing his thing. They don't take nothing less from his gangster or his manhood or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he from the city. He ain't gotta pull no guns. I'm sure it on camera. Niggas know what it is already. Like, nigga, he got that. Now these niggas is millionaires. You don't think we think y'all got guns?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, y'all got guns, toys, cars, all kind of shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think Ja just needs somebody that really fuck with him, because it ain't gonna be me, because he don't know me. So he probably watch this and go one thing out the other. But somebody that really fuck with him, just to be like, bro, you the truth, nigga. Fuck all that, man. You know what I'm saying? When you live, man, I'm not even gonna I'm gonna grab you before I let you do that next time. Nigga, you don't fuck this up. Nigga, you got this. You the one, like, nigga, on the real. We waiting to see you, nigga, be the NBA champion. We waiting to see you be a Hall of Famer. We not finna let them kick you out the NBA and treat you crazy. Next thing you know, 10 years from now, niggas looking back like, what could have been? Nah,
right.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Because it do happen fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, the NBA ain't your league. You feel me? Like, they can get rid of you if they want to. You see, they suspending niggas doing what they want to do. Like,
you got racist owners,
all that. You feel me? So, like, nigga, if I'm one of his partners, like, nigga, I'm not letting you fuck that up for none of these people, man. Because ain't nobody else going when it's all broke. When you gone, who gonna help you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the homies that's with you, they ain't gonna be able to take care of you forever. After a while, nigga gonna remember that time when you bought him the chain and you helped him get the whip, and you know what I'm saying? He gonna give you a couple of rides for a month or so. And after that, he gotta go home and he gotta figure it out. He gotta get back to it. Like, yo, Ja, nigga, you don't want to go try for the D League? You know what I'm saying? He gonna be pushing your ass to do some other shit, man. Go play 2K or something, nigga. Like, you feel me? So, yeah, man, smarten up. The niggas around him just gotta tell him, like, you know, like, because he gonna listen to somebody. I'm sure it's somebody he fuck with enough that he'll take heed to. You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no sports analyst and all that. It's gonna be somebody he care about. You know what I mean?
You got to put yourself around them people too, though, because if you seen, I don't know if you've seen the video, the second one, I think he was in the whip with the little youngster, like, bro, like, why is you with this guy?
Like, he driven, on the real.
Like,
Ja wildin', that's it. You know what I'm saying? Young, having money, you know what I'm saying? And like you say, it just takes somebody around him to kind of to notice that, because some niggas have become yes men too. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just be around just for the time, you know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna tell a nigga this stupid, because fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't tripping, like, they life don't change, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, they not losing no NBA contract, they not losing no shoe deals, they not losing, you know what I'm saying? So it's not even registering to them the magnitude of what you losing, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I mean? For real.
I'm take this opportunity to say, everybody, please like, share, subscribe. We really need y'all to step on them like buttons.
Yeah.
It's free, but if you got it, please shoot them super chat donos. We will answer whatever questions you got.
For sure.
Run it up for the gang one time. If you want this EFB gear, we gonna drop the link in the description.
www.officialgeechigotti.com.
Yeah.
Like I say, we got the trunk with it. DM me, man. I'll take it all. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal.
You feel me? Carrier pigeon, Western Union,
Come on, man.
all that.
Cash on hand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Pesos on hand.
Come on, whatever you got, shit. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Now, with that being said, so you, like the Hoopers being respected in the hood, do you feel like at a certain point, like back when you was coming up, if you was rapping, people kind of looked down on it if you in the gangster life, or was it kind of like, did it go hand in hand? What was?
I think the thing with rapping is you got to live this shit. You know what I'm saying? When you rapping a certain, you know, that's just how I go with, you know, with life and death being on the tongue already just through life. You got to live what you talking. You know what I'm saying? Can't just let anything come out your mouth and then not be real, because niggas going to fact check it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't get up here and say I'm from Nutty Block and not be from Nutty Block. Can't get up here and say I got shot, never really got shot. Can't get up here and say I went to jail, never went to jail. It's going to eventually be like, hey, that nigga never got locked up. He never got shot. He ain't from over there. Like, you say it, it has to be for real. So that's the thing with rapping. Like, it only frowned upon if somebody is looked at as a studio gangster, somebody that's on rapping the life of someone else or rapping the life that he not ever was a part of. You know what I'm saying? So, but like, and I think that's what made rap dangerous, because some people decided to rap and then tried to live their raps. You know what I'm saying? Because of the fans of it, like putting the pressure on them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, motherfucker trying to go kill somebody so they can make a song about it, and boom, you get cracked. It's over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when the rapping was the way out. Like, you already did it enough to where niggas is glad you rapping now. Like, oh man, that nigga can rap about that shit. He did it. I was with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, nigga, we was all on that. Nigga, he just rapping it for all of us because we can't rap. You know what I'm saying? But the stories he rapping is stories we all was a part of. So niggas was pushing the rapper like, nigga, hell yeah, nigga, like, nigga, tell our story. Nigga, that's all of us. You know what I'm saying? Now it's backwards. Sometimes niggas are jumping it first and try to be the rapper and then go to the hood. Like, hey, nigga, I got a little deal going on. Like, hey, I'm rapping y'all life. Like, niggas, like, come on. You know what I mean? So can't do it. It's backwards. It's fucking up the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to come from it and meant it when you said it. And you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I mean? Like, understanding that once you say it, motherfuckers is gonna take your word for it. So now when you talking that gangster shit, it might be a nigga that want to see about that one day. So you got to be willing to stand on it and be ready. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that at all times. What you say can always come back and hunt you if you ain't really what you saying. You know what I mean? So I think that's the difference. Like, with the support of rappers is you had to like have that support already before you even decided to pick up a mic. Niggas had to already believed it. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas wasn't gonna let you rap in the hood some shit and be sitting next to you like, nigga, you was one of the bitches. Man, shut up. Fuck, nigga, you don't ever say that. Nigga, that ain't your line. Like, you feel me? But you know what I mean? It's different now. Niggas can pay their way and do all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, that's just funny style. Especially like people would be using gangs like an accessory.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, does this Crip match my shoe?
Yeah,
like, you know what
on
I mean?
the real, straight up. Niggas just popping up, just going places, Googling hoods to go get put on. Like, these niggas ain't got that many members. Let me go over here and turn these niggas up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they looking like they could use a lifeline. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
they only got 2 op hoods.
Yeah, like, woo, straight over here. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you know, that's just one of those situations where, you know, it's always gonna, you know, come to the light, man. Like, the real motherfuckers is gonna still support what's real. That's why niggas like Nip was so important. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Like, you know, because everything checked out and everything he rapped wasn't always on the negative. He gave you the game on the positive side too. You know what I'm saying? And gave you other things in this life that other niggas wasn't on. One of the first niggas talking about crypto and putting us up on shit. So when you hearing it from a nigga that the trenches can vouch for, and he telling you something, now you listening. Like, shit, cuz from the same shit we from, and he talking about doing this. Let me read up on this. What is this he talking about? Oh, he buying up the neighborhood. He getting fat burgers and phone stores and selling hair and all kind of wild shit. Oh man, maybe this is a lane for other street niggas. Like, so that's why those niggas are important. Like, niggas who come from it that can show us the way. You know what I'm saying? So then the next generation, they gonna follow what's real. You know what I'm saying? Because if nigga following some fake shit, they bound to crash. You know what I'm saying? So
it's got to be the right messenger.
It got to be the right messenger, man. That's it. That's it.
So at what point did you start to make? So okay, you get back home.
Yeah.
You know. So
that's juvenile. So, like, as far as in the battle rap, what turned it, I had a gambling problem. I still do. I had to fix that, right?
For real?
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just went and gambled some crazy shit recently, man. I'm trying to get it all back. But listen, I had a gambling problem this years ago, man. And I'm at the Crystal Park losing. Boom, boom, boom. Nigga, I just hit they ass, nigga, like some days before. Nigga, I got a video on my phone. I'm counting gang of hundreds riding around.
How old are you at this point?
Nigga, on the real, I'm probably like, what year is this? It's 2023 now, so I'm probably like 29. You know what I'm saying? On the real, I'm probably like 29. Boom, nigga,
So you're already in battle rap?
Yeah, I'm already in battle rap, but it's like my, I'll say, no, it's 2017. I'm tripping. So this like my first year really getting like some real battle. I ain't battled like my biggest battle at the time was
You had battled Danny already, right?
Yeah, but my biggest like URL battle was like Stewie Newton.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you had done like the Danny battle, you battled Saint on King of the Dot. Maybe
and you know how that go. Nigga wasn't getting paid. You know that.
Yeah.
Come on, Les, y'all ain't giving nigga shit for Saint.
Bro, remember I tried to
you did.
I tried to get you like 500.
You did.
That's supposed to be you Rosenberg Rock.
Compton, you was trying to make shit happen. Big T, you was making plays with. You already
they
know
wasn't
that.
fucking with
they
it
wasn't
though.
fucking with it. Les was fighting for it.
Yeah.
But I'm up there spitting them amazing bars for free. This some new shit. They ain't never even heard this on the hood. Y'all see what I did to Saint? Shout out my young nigga. But yeah, there was free bars, man. They didn't even pay for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, and even but that's the level. That's how I come up though. You know, I'm in the proving process. I'm on the come up at that time. You know, so I respected the game. I was getting my niggas in. It was always some kind of little bargain tool that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Geech, you get 10 niggas. Fuck it, let's roll.
I don't think that was ever been a question.
Yeah.
You just gonna like show
I'm gonna do it anyway. But at the same time, it felt good to feel like we bargaining. Like, all right, good, no money, 20 homies, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But
if you're the person at the door or the promoter that's gonna try to make them people pay, and every one of the homies walk by, that's not gonna be me. I'm just like, just come on, just come on.
So it's no money at the time in the battling for me. It's early stages. I'm getting like 200, 300s and 500s. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grabbing a little whatever I can get. So there ain't really no money there. I'm still getting money out the streets. We still hitting licks and doing all kind of little shit, right?
So you was still in the game.
I was still in the streets at that time. You know what I'm saying? I'm still popping. Like, it's still going on. With Smacking them booked me for the Ave battle. When they was booking me for the Ave battle, they came to the hood and met me. You know what I'm saying? They came and Grandy's, boom. I got a video of them. Calico ended up pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Salute Calico, man. Forever in my favor. He pulled up. My homies out there. Nigga turned up. Niggas wilding. I'm just basketball shorts on, white tee, long chain hanging, just on some regular shit. I ain't even talking no money, but it's big, like smacking here, talking about traffic and all right for sure. Cause I think after that they went to the Jordan Downs.
Yeah, that was that.
Had some other shit going on, right? So boom, they pulled up, and then, but I'm like, at the time, I'm still in the streets, so I'm gambling at the Crystal Park. Boom, I lose like all my money though. I'm talking about like I ain't had no bank account, nothing, so all my money on me.
How much?
Man, I lost like, at that time, I lost like 40,000. You know what I'm saying?
And you're not even rich yet.
Hell no.
You might got some street money or whatever.
But we was passing and doing little shit at the time.
Well, if I lost 40K right now, I'm sick.
Yeah, right. Boom, I lose it. And then I'm even more sick because I lose it and I have a little bit left in there and I win it back and then I don't leave out and I lose it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm gambling. Probably like a nigga with an addiction to tell you, like, that's how it happened. Cause like I lost it damn near, got low, fought my way all the way back to where I was almost back, nigga, and I just kept going until I kept going in the pocket, going palm broke. And I tell the homie, like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't going home, cause I'm finna go get some money, nigga. I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? On the real. He like, well, shit, nigga, I need some money too. I'm like, I'm telling you, I'm finna go get some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I don't, like, my plan of getting it ain't, he like, nigga, whatever your plan is my plan. Nigga, we broke too. Nigga, he was already down too. He lost his money in there, whatever he had. Boom, nigga, we
40 bands.
Yeah, we busting the move. My little cousin, he see me, he talking the same talk I'm talking. I'm like, so now this is just how shit happens in the hood. It's just, boop, everything just, now I'm saying two niggas and then one nigga telling us his story about how he low and he need to get some money. I'm like, hey, well, follow this train, cuz that's what we on our way to. My other homie, rest in peace, Dulo, man, from Santana, he pulled in and he had the tools that was needed at the time, like, boop, like, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then nigga, we just on a mission, you know what I'm saying, to go get it, you feel me? Nah, go ahead, cuz I'm straight. Hey, and what I'm saying, we on the mission to go get it, right? We passed on it, actually, to be honest, we did, but we ended up going to jail though, like later on that night, just cause we like.
Are you faded?
we wasn't faded, but the driver of the time, like, you know, it was just something so simple that had nothing to do with the crime. Like like got pulled over like late at night. I'm sleeping in the car. I feel us getting pulled over. Like boom, flashing. I'm like, what happened?
Oh, the worst feeling ever.
Yeah. He like, oh man, they talking about Uber. And he like, oh man, that y'all was speeding or something. He said, I'm like, speed, what the fuck you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he speeding. He talking to us quick. Boom. He of course now they going through the car. We fall deep in this motherfucker. They open it up. Opens all kind of shit in there. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know what is going on because this way in a whole another county where all this shit is from. So they just really take us for like having prescription pills without a prescription. You know what I'm saying? We got a gang of them though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like stupid amounts of them. You feel me?
But it's not like, oh, gang injunction.
They don't even know what's going on. Yeah. Until they hold us in long enough for them people to make the phone calls. Like, yeah, man, this spot got robbed down here. You know what I'm saying? Forest us, man, boop, that's us, bam. So now we in there. You know what I'm saying? We fight that. That's when I ended up getting the year. All of us ended up doing about a year on the case. But when I was in there with my nigga Dula. I always tell this story. Me and him was in the same dorm and everything, right? So that nigga, he talking to me.
Were you in the pen or were you in county?
Nah, we was in the county at this time. I'm talking to him, and he said to me, because I bailed out. Remember I bailed out?
Yeah.
I bailed out. So when I bailed out, I battled ass.
Fuck 12 free the homie, hope you make bail.
Yeah,
Come
feel
on.
me? I bailed out and I battled ass, but I had to go back to jail. You know what I'm saying? So when I went back to jail, I ended up with one of my crimees. You know what I'm saying? He never got to bail out. So when I go turn myself back in, I'm in the county and I run back into him. He like, hey man, how much do they be giving niggas for them battles and shit? You know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm like, I think for KG at the ass battle, it was like 500, 1,000 something. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to, before I even get to that, the bail, shout out to J Pro and all them. They was sending me money to get me out for the battle. You know what I'm saying? All y'all was helping a nigga bail out on that case. You know what I mean? So the battle rap community stood tall for niggas. He like, how much niggas be getting for that battle? I tell them like, man, niggas be getting like 2,000, 3,000, shit like that.
The bail was a lot more than you was getting paid.
Yeah, the bail was way more than what I was getting paid on the real. Bail was more than, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. If I ain't had, we was fucked. You feel me? Because then plus what we went to jail for, they held our money and all that. We couldn't even use our own money, all that type of weird shit. But when I tell him that, he like, nigga, like, I don't give a fuck if it was 2,000. He was like, nigga, I'd rap 30 times, like a month. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he telling me. And I'm in there feeling stupid, like, he like, cuz, if I could rap 30 fucking times, nigga, get $2,000, nigga, I'd make 60 in a month. Nigga, what the fuck we hit the lick for?
Right.
And I'm in there like, damn, like, cuz, like, like, nigga, I need to go harder. Like, nigga, what the fuck I'm doing? So when I get out, I remember I instantly talked to Chico and Weez and all them type of niggas, like, man, what y'all got for it, nigga? I'm ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Organic everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that's when you see I battled JC, Suge, Tech Nine, T-Top, everybody like in the Battle of the Months, A-Ward, everybody when that first wave, because I'm like, man, like, I would be a disappointment to my homeboy and all these motherfuckers who see the talent and see what a nigga can do with this shit if I'm gonna be continuously doing the same bullshit when a nigga basically telling me like, man, you doing some shit you don't even gotta do no more.
Right.
Like, nigga, your talent will pay you if you go harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, and he looking at it from an aspect of like 2,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, after 2, 4, 5, now it's 10s and 20s. You know what I'm saying? And get to that level of it. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up passing away. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that message always stuck with me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like he basically like, nigga, nigga, you lost some money in the casino, but you didn't have to go that drastic today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we did, and we really needed it out the streets. But nigga, you literally could have sat back.
You kind of a joint.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I didn't know you be getting paid and nigga shit like this finna go down. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically telling me that in there, cuz, and that shit stuck with a nigga. So that's why people used to be like, man, you battle every week, nigga. I'm really literally on some like, nigga, this for the hood, this for the homies. Like, well, I'm not playing, like, I gotta get it. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's either this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I battle, what rap? This ain't nothing. Come up with 16, 22, 34 bars, nigga, about some suckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get to call niggas bitches for 4 minutes and get paid. Oh, I'm doing this all fucking day. Like, niggas, bitches, punks, marks, hoes, suckers. Blur, thank you, pay me, next. You a bitch, sucker, hoe, mark, buster. Like, let's do this all day. Like, nigga, I'm listening to them. You can do this 30 days a week. Like, nigga, like, come on, man. Like, you know, so that's where my motivation came from. That's where my hunger came from. Like, nigga, I got to. Nigga, if not, nigga, I'm gonna be sitting in this bitch because I ain't got no other means. I ain't got no job. I ain't got nothing else. So, and this is my talent. He ain't blessed everybody with that. everybody can't rap and get paid. Everybody can rap and ain't even got the outlet to get paid. You know what I'm saying? The ones who can rap. So that's even more of a blessing that I also got the talent but the outlet. Because it's some motherfuckers who might be doper than me but don't even have the means to even figure out how to get to the outlet. You know what I'm saying? So I was blessed with the talent and the outlet. I'll be doing a disservice to myself, a disservice to the people that believe in me, disservice to my family, my loved ones, my friends, if I didn't take it that serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's
Facts.
why a nigga went so hard, winning those championship belts 3, 2, 4 years. You know what I mean? 3 years out of 4 in a row and going so hard because it's like, man, these niggas can't fuck with me. They not living what I'm living. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't got it on their shoulders how I got it on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So that's really where the motivation came from. Was that last case right there was me, LR the Mayor, Chopper, and my nigga Dulo, rest in peace. We was on the same case on the hood.
Damn.
That's sad.
Damn. So the majority of your 20s leading up to that, you like spent most of the time pretty activated.
Yeah, straight up. You know what I'm saying?
With the banging.
Yeah, on the real. And then the battle rap, I found it. And then, you know, I always was rapping in the hood, like as far as with the homies, we would make songs and had like, I got music videos on YouTube that go back to like 2008 and all that when we was just get my nigga Young Shane would just record us and put it on his channel for us. Like we ain't even know how to monetize and nothing. It was some shit just to record for us and put it up there. But like, yeah, we was banging for real. We didn't know nothing about making money off rap. You know what I mean?
When did the transition between, and I know you still Baylog, but like when did the transition occur between like Baylog to
right then and there? When I got out, it was all Geechi after that. Like, nah, I'm Gotti. It's all Geechi after that. Like, nigga, everything is, man, nah, this the brand. This is what we doing, man. We rapping. We got to get it this way. You know what I'm saying? And then as I went going further with it, like the homies and everybody going with me and traveling with me, you know what I'm saying, that opened their eyes to different shit too. Like, damn, like, you know, it's niggas who never been out the state either and never been out nowhere, and they going to these different places and seeing like the love a nigga get, like they coming back like, man, what the fuck, like, nigga, this nigga ain't, man, we jumping off planes right here and the people in the airport know him and these motherfuckers in the mall stopping us and da-da-da-da. So that opened their eyes like, oh no, like the homie really turned up. Like, nigga, this is like, nigga, hell no, nigga, they don't even, nigga, they stop down there calling the nigga Baylog. You know what I'm saying? You hear the homie like, well, Gotti, Geechi, what's the deal? Nigga, like, you feel me? Niggas who been knowing me since a kid, you know what I'm saying? So that's how it just ended up being like, nigga, this is what it is now. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just respected it. Like, Cuz going hard with his brand, he going hard with this mission. Like, nigga, we pushing with it too. Like, we ain't gonna pull him backwards, we gonna push him forward. You know what I'm saying?
And obviously, like, I'm assuming, I think we've talked about it before, but the name Geechi, is that like a cultural thing? Like, from
Nah, man, the Geechi, it is a cultural thing, like the South Carolinas and Alabama,
Virginia and all that.
All that, like that dirty South, they still connected to them African roots, you know, the Geechi people, Gullah people and all that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so salute to them. But I always get a story, man. Shout out my nigga Bezos, man. Free him. You know what I'm saying? We used to listen to this song by Wale, man. Damn, what was that shit called, man? It was like, came back 100 chains. Got Geechi on them. Came back 100 chains. It was some shit. I can't remember it right on the top of my head, but long story short, for us, when we would get dope, we'd be like, man, nigga done got Geechi today. Like, so at the time, this was just like me and Cuz always had our own little code talk, me and Bezos. So nigga, we'd just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you Geechi today, man, you fresh. Like, woo, like it was our little things from some shit that we heard and we flipped it and turned it into our own little mafia talk. You feel me? And then we did something one day, I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, he seen me, he was like, nah, man, because I'm already calling myself Gotti. He already calling himself Two Bezels and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this already just on some street shit. Like, I'm like a Bezel Gotti.
Right,
and
right.
That day, he like, nah, man, like, nah, you Geechi. Like, nigga, you Geechi Gotti. I'm telling you, like, nigga, like that's your look. That's everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's my little bro telling me this, and I'm like on the hood, like, and we just rocked with it after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's when that rap name came to me. Like, so when I started rapping, like, those certain songs around that time, I would put Geechi Gotti next to it, like on some, like, all right, like trying to coin it, you know what I'm saying? But it took off later on, you know what I'm saying? But that probably happened like a year before the shit I just was talking about.
Okay, because the first thing I ever seen of you rapping was I don't even think you had battled yet, was the Game diss track.
Yeah, on me. Hell yeah. And that's just being in the streets, just bullshitting. One of my homies, man, was like, man, you need to just diss a nigga or something, cuz. Like, you know, I think he was a fan of Meek Mill at the time, and Gang was dissing Meek. He like, hey, man, I think it'd be dope you diss Gang, cuz, on the hood. Meek ain't dissing him back. I'm like, fuck it, we in the hood. My nigga pulled up with a studio attached to his back seat, my nigga Claybo on the hood. He pull up in the hood, studio attached to his back seat. I'm in the back seat rapping that shit, put that shit out, like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't had no beef or really no Gang game or no shit like that. That really was awesome, just some gangster rap shit. Like, nigga, we in the hood, we ain't nothing to do. Boop. And shout out my nigga Ace, free him. He understanding the streets and the politics side of it more so than me as far as in the rap game. We had a video, all that turned up in the hood, feeling like we ain't got nothing else cracking. He like, man, put no video out doing all that.
That's gonna piss, I was gonna ask you, that piss people off.
He like, man, look, man, you tripping, good. Like, nigga, the song was hard, good, but nigga, it ain't that deep, man. You ain't gotta do all that. Like, so we ain't even put no video out. Shout out Noodles. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The BG said nah, so we held it down on Compton. Nigga,
man, I want to see the video.
You know what I'm saying? On the hood, we got the video cracking, cuz, but we ain't do it. And then now, like, yeah, I won't say people was even tripping. I done had motherfuckers who tapped in, you know what I'm saying, that had relationships that'll be like, man, why you this? And all that, like, man, it's rap shit. Like, so for far as I wouldn't know, cuz probably respected it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no words with him about this shit, but he probably respected it, like, you know what I mean? Because that's how he came up, dissing motherfuckers and going crazy on records. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
kid from Nutty Block is nice.
Come on, like, you know, so, and I kept it rap, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't on that motherfucker, like, you know, dissing no hoods and doing no bullshit. It was bars, you feel me? Like, motherfuckers who heard, nigga was coming with bars. I was on some shit like that. And like I say, it was really all in fun. Like, the homie, we in the hood, nigga, we low, nigga, he like, man, nigga, diss a nigga. Like, fuck it, man, pull up. He got a studio in his car. Like, nigga, we just turned up. But, yeah, that shit was lit at that time.
So, interestingly enough, there was originally going to be a joint between you and YG.
Yeah, man.
Which is crazy because, you know, two of the faces of Compton in different ways.
On the real.
But what wound up happening was it there's an Ain't No Bompton song or?
Yeah, that, all right, two things. Like, he real close with my homeboy, Baby MT, man, who he probably know him as 50, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, they all ran together, you know what I'm saying? So he be mad at me now when he called from the pen, like, nigga, you ain't, look, I told you, nigga, like, you feel me? Like, he always tell me, like, hey, you gotta do a song my nigga YG. And I'll be like, man, I'm gonna do it, man, but I'm still hanging and thugging, and he's always be like, man, I'm telling you, cuz you stupid. Like, nigga, cuz it's hard. Nigga, it's the homie, nigga, do songs, we thugging and doing different shit. He had called from the jails today, nigga, and be like, nigga, told you, nigga, you should have did that song. When I get out, we gonna steal. So, like, and I connect with a lot of the niggas that still fuck with YG and all that. So that camp, it's all love, ain't no disrespect. But yeah, shout out my nigga Compton Roc. He just, like, you know, he just was on his, like, he one of the turned up homie rappers. Like, you feel me? Like, when he feeling it, he just want to go in the studio and go in. Like, he like, nigga, that was just his movement. He had an album called Ain't No Bompton. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, man, Compton Roc, and the album's dope. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Rick Rock is dope too.
Yeah, Compton Roc dope.
There's no way that people could be like, that's not a diss.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, at the time.
That's that tripping.
Yeah, but what it was though, for people who really took it wrong, we never dissed like no Compton Power Rules or nothing like that. It wasn't that. It was more so the disrespect from like industry rappers calling our city Bompton that's not from that struggle.
Okay.
If you a nigga in the trenches and you a Compton Power Rule, nigga, you gonna call it Bompton. You banging. We say that on the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you gonna call it, that's what you is. You in these streets, you done shed blood for this. You got the right, but you not finna come from a whole nother city, state and be calling it that, and you ain't in these, when you ain't in this world, you don't know why they, you know what I mean, earned that right to call it that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, like, you gotta still have respect and code for where you coming to. Like, this Compton to us, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even them, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, it's Compton, you feel me? Like, nigga, they still the city. They earned the right to, you know, to take the C off and put the B, because they in them streets dying and flying and riding for that, you know what I'm saying? But you not finna come from some third world country and pop up and just, you know what I'm saying, get the thinking you calling it like, nigga, nah, it ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why in the song, nigga was talking to like industry motherfuckers and niggas who don't really got no affiliations for real, or even if they affiliated, you came from a whole nother state and got introduced to this lifestyle, dog. It's not you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got no addresses over here. You ain't got no family over here. You ain't
never went to
no
elementary.
None of that. None of this shit over here to be trying to disrespect it. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, that's what that more so was about. So I think that's why we never got no real pushback from it in the streets, because like the real niggas in the streets know, like, nigga fuck with all sides, and it's niggas who tap in and be like, oh yeah, I heard that nigga wasn't dissing, nigga wasn't on that motherfucker dissing no blood gangs, no power rule gangs, nigga went strictly at motherfuckers who disrespected the city that didn't have a right to, you know.
But did YG take it some type of way?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? He probably did, as far as, I don't know, like on Rick Rock's side of things, like with my side of things, nah, it wasn't never none of that. It always been love. Like, I still fuck with like a gang of niggas that run with him and rock with him, you know what I'm saying? So it been the same, like, you know what I'm saying, with me and bro, for sure.
I've asked this question to a few different reputed members that have transitioned to battle rap, and always get interesting responses. So curious to hear what you got to say. if one of your ops, but like, you know, you not like someone that you was beefing with, but someone that's from the other side, a youngster is coming up as a battle rapper.
Okay.
What's the move? What do? Do you give them an assist? Do you try to help put them on? Or is it still fuck you because of where you from?
I mean, shit, if he taking it serious and he doing this thing, like, nigga, he ain't even gonna need no assist to be real, because he gonna be grinding. But, like, I'll never be no nigga trying to block no nigga career or stop no nigga shine. Nigga, that ain't me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm with, nigga, if you got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the real. And, like, so you'll never hear no story of a nigga like, oh, man, that nigga asked me not to be on, he told niggas I couldn't be on this or be on that. Like, nah, that ain't me right there. Like, if you got it, you gonna make it on, you gonna make it. Ain't nothing I can do about that. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you from, you gonna grind it up. So, like, nah, you'll never get that pushback from me. Hell no. And as far as an assist go, man, you know, anything can happen. I done worked with niggas from all type of hoods, though. I got songs with niggas from all kind of hoods. Niggas hoods I don't get along with, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I done been on different niggas' platforms. I done, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's about a level of respect, I think. You know, I just think all this shit really boiled down to respect and how you carry yourself as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga lead with disrespect, then boom, nigga, he gonna get met with that. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you is. Like, nigga, that's just the code of conduct. That's just the G code at the end of the day. If you coming with disrespect, it's only right we match that and triple it. You know what I'm saying? But if you coming with the same respect that you supposed to come with, then nigga, that's all you gonna get in return is love and respect. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the way it's supposed to go.
I like that. I like that. I mean, it shows a great deal of growth and maturity.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sure there's a point in your life.
Yeah, when it wasn't like that. Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. But you also learn that's how you lose too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, being a bully or being somebody that's going against the grain, like, them niggas don't never come out on top. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
You don't never come out on top like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the righteous gonna always prevail. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's law. You feel me? So if they in the right and I'm pushing the wrong, I'm the one gonna take the L, no matter how gangsta I think I am. You know what I'm saying? So if a motherfucker moving right, you gotta move right with him or get left. You know what I mean?
Now, before we get into some battle rap stuff for a little bit, I had somebody who's one of the constituents of Lush World, someone that be in the chat every day, wanted me to ask you some Compton questions. Yeah. So I'm hoping these ain't stupid out of pocket. If they are, forgive me. You feel me? I ain't from the soil, but tell me about the Nutty Square.
Oh shit, hell yeah, man. That's just the square, man. That's monumental, man. You know, that's the liquor store, little plaza in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Right off Central Ave and the Laundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know, that's legendary, man. You know what I'm saying? That's been there since I was a kid and still there. Done went through hella changes and different stores in there, but yeah, nah, that's OG, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to say you step foot in there at least one time, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's like that's the ground zero, stomping
that's ground zero to get your liquor and all your good shit, and you know you might catch 100 niggas standing out there one night. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
sure.
Degree of difficulty, press level, very high.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, for sure, hard in a bitch.
And be careful with them Yankee hats either way, because I know that's y'all hats, but
that's a fact.
You got to pay someone if you're wearing that hat out there. And then there's some other hats you might want to avoid altogether.
That part.
Now, is that where the Miracle Market is?
Nah, Miracle Market on Wilmington.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Square on Central, Miracle Market on Wilmington. Miracle Market a staple too, though, as far as, like, you know, nigga want to go in there and get good chicken sausages and all that for the barbecue. Get the good, you know what I mean?
Is that a place that, like, outsiders can go to? Or?
I mean, shit. I mean, at the end of the day, you could go anywhere you want, man. The earth is your turf, man. You just got to make sure you're doing what you're doing the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got to do what you're doing and don't do it disrespectfully. But yeah, like Miracle Market, I feel like that's the hood and all that as well. But as far as, like, it's not the same as the square. The square is a whole shopping center. So, of course, naturally, it's going to be more motherfuckers right there. Nigga, you can go right there and get your, you know what I mean, donut shop right there. There's other food spots right there. It's a liquor store.
Get some white tees.
White tees, you feel me? It used to be barbershops right there, laundromats, all kind of shit. So, nigga, you would naturally just have more motherfuckers. Miracle Market is just one store. So, motherfucker ain't just going to stand there all day and just be right there when you can be right here and might see some bitches going to the beauty supply. Might, you know what I'm saying? See some motherfuckers cross the street.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, that's probably the spot you want to catch some local females. You want to catch some
local females and shit. But, like, yeah, like, nah, but Miracle Market definitely, man, it's still a staple in Compton, period, though. Like, I feel like motherfuckers who know about it, they definitely still pull up there and get right, get some hog head cheese or something.
We should do you know, like a live in the, you feel me, in the section, Lush World.
Lush World, pull up over there, get you some good eats and all that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to have a crazy little smell in there, but ain't nothing wrong with it. It's Miracle Market, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a disclaimer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? On the hood, that motherfucking straight though. Crap.
Now, what about what's Reeves Street?
Reeves Street, that's just one of the streets in the block. You know what I'm saying? On the real though, it's one of the streets in the block. You know what I mean? It's been around for ages. All them streets over there been around for ages. But you know, L.I. the mayor is off Reeves Street though.
Shouts to my dog.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? L.I. the mayor. L.I. the mayor is a Reeves Street baby. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to get him up here. You know what I'm saying? He got a cold story too. So
No. Let's for sure.
I want to get him up here, but L.I. the mayor is definitely you know, he a Reeves Street baby. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you just got them different streets in the hood where certain motherfuckers grew up on, and you know, it's outside of just banging the hood. They represent their streets. You know what I'm saying? Still, nigga hold that proudly. You know what I'm saying? On the hood. So yeah, he one of them Reeves Streeters.
And you said several times that L.I. is one of the reasons you got into the whole battle rap.
Because L.I. was always battling. You know what I'm saying? Like even in the streets, like when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like the homies would get L.I. to battle niggas. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we go to Compton High and it's a nigga that rap. We go get L.I. from the far. Like L.I. go, well, we'll rip cut real quick. You feel me? L.I. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, he rip a nigga every time though. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga, it wasn't no ifs, ands, or buts. Like I ain't seen him lose. You know what I'm saying? He was ripping shit. You know that go all the way from the streets to him battling all the way in prison and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? For commissary. You know, like he just a rapper. Like that's his natural thing. You know, so yeah, like definitely, man. He hold a special place in a nigga heart as far as like that rap shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's my brother outside of that though, for sure.
Now, on your podcast one day, we was chopping it up, and you told a crazy New Year's Eve story.
Yeah.
I know you probably sick of telling it.
Yeah, you talking about when I got away from the police and shit?
Bruh.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Run that back for Lush World. This is a Lush World exclusive.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Hit them likes, comment, subscribe, donos, you feel me? Cop the homies gear, get you some honey packs. In fact, bust a honey pack open right after this story, because you feel me?
It's lit. Yeah, man. Free my nigga Mike, doggy. He ain't it, you know what I'm saying? He locked up. I just talked to him yesterday, but he was out there too. That's what make this story even crazier.
Oh man,
I damn near helped him get away from what I did. We talk about it every time on the set. So we just out there, man. It's New Year's Eve, man. You know, it just be lit. New Year's Eve, everybody just be turned up.
How old are you at this point?
I'll say, man, I'm old enough to go to prison, so I'm probably like 19. Okay. You know what I'm saying? On the hood, I'm probably like 19. So, nigga, we outside. Hanging, just regular, typical gang of motherfuckers out there, 30, 40 motherfuckers, bitches and all that. Car coming down the street like with their lights off. So naturally, you know, instincts, we own them, you know what I'm saying, on the real. But once they flash lights on, Compton, it's the boys, you know what I'm saying, on the real. So as soon as they flash lights, we instantly about face. We out of there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody breaking doing their thing. It's so many, it's too many. It's like one car, two cars, and 30, 40 motherfuckers. So like, you know, like getting caught chances is very slim if you can, you know what I mean? But if they lock in on you, you know what I'm saying, then like, you know, it could be ugly. So they locked in on some other shit. Boom, we breaking. Everybody breaking while they break on the real, nigga. So I remember getting away. I'm sitting in the car though, like this, like probably like 10 minutes done went by. So they still been circling the hood. They done handcuffed certain niggas. They done caught certain motherfuckers, certain people they still looking for, hiding and shit. On the real, me and my partner, we down in the car, we smoking. In my head, I'm like, man, on the set, and you know, just having hood intuition, I'm like, when they finally do leave though, cause they gonna pull past this street like that we is on. In the back of my head is what I'm thinking, cause you know this is one of the ways to get back to the main street. So I'm like, they gonna fuck around. As soon as I'm thinking it, you know what I'm saying, on the hood, nigga, they pass. I see them coming on the real, nigga. They flash on the car, boot. I'm like, damn, cause you know what I'm saying, on the real. So I'm already in my head. I'm just thinking exit plan, cause it's only now you gotta think exit plan, cause it's either that or jail anyway. So it's like no, you know, if ands or but I got it on me. I can't do no sucker shit and sitting right here in the homie car and get out and do no, you know what I mean? I gotta take that. So it's in my pocket whether how I go. Boom, they come to the door. I remember my first thought was like, I'm gonna just lock my door, cuz, and try to like, if he open it from the other door, I got a little leg and he don't grab me, I'm running, like, you know what I'm saying? On the real, so when he try to come to my door, I'm like, man, that motherfucker broke, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he feels like that motherfucker broke. He like, man, the other cop like, man, come out this one. I'm like, all right, boom. playing, working in my head like you feel me, like it's supposed to. But mind you, this New Year's Eve, we thizzed out, drunk and all this too though. So I might be overthinking it. You know what I'm saying? Like on the real, I don't know how it's gonna play out. When I get out the car, he like, man, go to the hood. Boom, he already got the homie on the hood. And so I'm walking to the hood. I'm like, all right, for sure. Boom, I brake. You know what I'm saying? I brake, I get on, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm running fast, but I'm loaded, you know what I'm saying? So when I hit the corner on the real, I'm finna go to this backyard. It looked like the gate open. I don't need the motherfucker closed. I'll run into it. Boom, you know what I'm saying? I'm out like, oh, cuz, but I done already broke on them, so cuz they done jumped in their cars and shit probably, you know what I'm saying? So, cause he wasn't right on me, so when I hit the thing, boom, I brake.
The fence caught you basically?
Yeah, the fence caught me. I run into the gate on there. I'm loaded. Boom. But I bounce right back up. Boom. Hop the gate. Get on, do my little thing, you know what I'm saying?
And you know the neighborhood's so good, you'd be like, oh, I hop this fence.
Yeah,
I'm in Mrs. Henderson's yard.
Yeah, straight up.
The little backyard.
Yeah. Duck my little how I had to do it when I hopped it. Boom, bam, got to where I'm going. They end up later on, like again, catching us again. Like, hey man, y'all seen you motherfuckers running and all this and all this. We back there like, you know, hell no. Like they, you know what I'm saying, get to us. You feel me? Get a nigga
That's
out
another
there.
group of guys.
Yeah.
That's a whole
nother group of guys. Hell no, it ain't us. We right there. Boom, they pull off. You know what I'm saying? Boom, next day, cause now it's late night. Boom, next day, go back. Boom, get my shit. You know, that's just how it went. That's just normal shit in the hood, though. I could take a million nights like that. You know what I'm saying? That one's just monumental because they did end up taking some homies to jail, I think, around the corner that did get cracked, but they always call and laugh like, man, I gotta wait for like an extra 10 minutes because they was on the radio like, we got a runner. So they left us trying to find you, like, you know what I'm saying? And the homie Mike Doggy, he breaking with the cuffs on, and you know what I'm saying? He trying to get on, he got the cuffs on, he still running, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? Like it was just one of them wild ass nights. You feel me? Like if a nigga had cameras and all that back then and all that, we would have went viral. You know what I'm saying? On the set.
Well, that's also when like cops being racist comes in handy because there's black male, white tee.
Yeah, it's a diary of us out there like that. Nigga, yeah, like, nigga, it wasn't me stupid. We all got this on.
Yeah.
Real the hood, man.
Amazing story. I love it. And I'm glad that Carl Lewis kicked in.
Oh, man, for sure. That's just the hood instincts. We gonna do that every time. Like, that was something we learned young. Like, nigga, we gonna break from them. Like, we used to have fun doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, yeah, man, they think they got us. We run it. We gonna make them work for it. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You gonna get your money's worth tonight. You know what I'm saying? On the real, you wanna take a nigga down, you gonna have to at least give a nigga a little chase, tackle a nigga or something. You feel me? Nigga feel like he's supposed to go to jail. Now they got tackled. I ain't just finna hand myself over to you. You feel me? On the real, like, come get me now. All right, for sure, you got me.
That's what's gonna make it hate you even more, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, for sure. You get slammed, kicked a little bit, you know, but it's a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? On the hood.
You shouldn't have ran. That's what it would be like, man, why'd you do it? Like, yeah, he was running.
Come on, for sure. We run it every time. Fuck them.
Now, when you was listing this question popped in my head earlier when you were mentioning that first initial string of battles with the JC and all that. One of your original ops.
Yeah.
No one talks about this.
Yeah.
So we might as well just talk about it because I'm curious to hear your perspective.
Yeah.
Was a man named Tech Nine.
Yeah.
Very decorated battle rapper. That we all had a great deal of respect for.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You know what I mean? Most definitely.
Wound up being respected in the journalism, blogger space.
Right up.
Dude wound up taking his own life. Because apparently there are some very egregious charges. Allegations of the sexual nature that he was about to have to answer to. Which was crazy. Right before we found out about that, though, we as a collective battle rap culture,
like championing them, you know.
Well, we raised like 40 or 50 grand for it, like, family, which is good, and I'm glad his family got that money because not like his family committed those crimes or had those allegations, whatever. But then subsequently, what happened is his battles got yanked off the line, and King of the Dot just had their event where they had a Pat State thing. And they had everybody that had died. I'm pretty sure Tech Nine was in there. You feel me? But it's kind of, I feel like mentioning his name is like saying Beetlejuice.
Straight up.
It's like, you know, it's Candyman. You don't want to say his name.
Like the nigga from Harry Potter, like he cannot be named or something. What's his name? Voldemort or something.
Right.
But I mean, that's out of respect though, you know, just for the victim because, you know, like you said, you never got a chance to stand trial for it. So of course we can only look at it as an allegation, but also you never stood trial for it to even like stand on it, you know. So whatever weak moment you had to where you had to take yourself out to where even if it had nothing to do with that, we'd never know. But at the same time, you left with that in the air, you know. So out of respect for even the victim in that situation, we can't be acting like you was some, you know, amazing person and this is up in air with you, you know what I'm saying, and the way it happened and went out, you know what I'm saying, and the closest people to you don't seem to be, you know what I'm saying.
I agree. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's fucking really.
Like,
real
talk. gotta be that straight up though, you know, because that's something that, you know, in this culture, period, like, you know, that's a no-go, man. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't dealing with no motherfuckers that's doing anything to little kids, any type of way, anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't respect it, we don't got no love for it. As far as your battle career, you know what I mean? Like, you can always, you know, you can debate if you feel a nigga was a greater or not, but as far as like that situation right there, I think the culture doing the right thing by, hey, gotta fall back from it, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't be out here parading them, because like you say, let everything be true. Imagine how the victim feel having to continue to see motherfuckers praising somebody.
That's all bad.
That was all bad, you know?
Get him the fuck out of here.
Get him the fuck out of
now,
here.
the casualty, the unfortunate casualty of that is we don't have the Geechi Gotti Tech 9 battle
straight up.
And things like that.
I mean, I could use them bars again. You just gave me an idea. Straight up, I had some hard shit against it. I'm gonna have to use them motherfuckers again. You heard me? Yeah.
Maybe it's a blessing. Fuck it.
Oh, we all bringing them bitches out. Double impact, no impact. Y'all finna hear some shit y'all heard before.
With that being said, no impact. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I haven't been too excited about battle rap for a while, but that right there is one of them cards that got me a little bit. I mean, I don't know the card, but just when I saw that initial announcement of you and Tay Roc teaming up, like
crazy.
Because we don't. I would expect you, obviously, you and Nitty,
me and Nitty to be on team,
or maybe even you and Danny, or some shit like that.
EFB or the West. I think the theme of this is just kind of like mixing and matching, though. You know, they trying to do something different. They calling it Gnome Impact, so they trying to do the main event, 9 of main events with the double impact, so they putting a lot of the people that, you know, consider main event battlers, you know what I'm saying, putting them on teams, mixing and mashing them the best they can. So, you know, when they reached out to me, they're like, man, what's up, whoop? And, you know, me and Roc, we done joked about doing it, you know what I mean, and being on teams. So it was like a no-brainer really when they reached out and was like, yo, is you still, you know what I mean, would you team up with Roc? I'm like, oh yeah, man, that's man though. And Roc, he hit me like, cuz, you want to do it? Like, man, let's do it. So like, and he one of the most consistent, one of the best ever in this game, you know what I'm saying? He probably mad at me right now because I done had like 4 2-on-2 partners and they all tell you like I'm the last minute nigga that come up with the bars like randomly, like, you know what I'm saying? So like all my partners be stressed out like, man, Geechi don't care, this nigga tripping, you know what I'm saying? And then we show up and go crazy. Shout out Beat Out, who I had Beat Out, I had Nitty, Swamp, Coffee, I done had a gang of different partners in that shit, you know? So, but we done all came out victorious. It's gonna be the same with me and Roc, but yeah, man, he going crazy like always, man, turning up. I know what he gonna do, what he bring to the table, his consistency, his bars, you know what I mean, him just being goated, you know what I mean, he 100%, no choking, no none of that, no stumbling, so I'm ultra confident with him as a partner. Like, I think that's what's dope about this, is when you got a partner, you know, it's like, this Tay Roc, like, man, I could go up there and be quiet and he can do the whole shit himself. This is Roc, you know what I'm saying? So I'm that confident. He feel the same about me, like, man, it's Gotti, like, nigga, what I done seen Gotti smoke the best niggas, like, that was one of the last things he texted me, like, man, what, nigga, you the GOAT, man, whatever you want to do, man, whatever you want to say, nigga, let's get it, let's make it happen, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trusting your bars, whatever you got, so I know we finna like make a movie out, whoever we battling, you know what I'm saying? And
I would love to see that become like a whole, like a season type thing, where but like, you know, with Surf being locked up, and
Free the Wave.
So like, Free the Wave. So there's Surf out the equation, and without you teaming with Nitty, it kind of like
makes sense right now.
Make perfect sense.
On, every fucking gun title, man, I'm gonna hold him down till they let Surf out. You know what I'm saying? And then he gonna hold me down. You know what I'm saying? And Nitty gonna do what he do. You know, as
made me think Nitty might got another teammate. If he's I don't know if he in it or not. But.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, and Nitty been being quiet about it, man. What's going on, man? You in this shit or what? Nitty, what's going on? I ain't hollered at you, man. You know what I'm saying? Nitty might be out that motherfucker, though, knowing him. He wild like that, man. He pop out with daylight or some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? On some alien spawn shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which would be crazy.
Nitty and King Bao.
Facts, though. You know what I'm saying? On the real.
So kind of like to bring everything full circle, when I hear one of the things that you're known for, and I believe it's typically your third round, is like where you get just grimy
on them,
and you people be like, Geechi going for shock value, Geechi trying to say the craziest shit he can, blah 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 blah. But I don't look at it like that.
Yeah, nah, hell nah, for sure.
I really look at it as you channeling the trauma, just the crazy shit you seen growing up, the pain and all that, and putting it into a positive outlet.
That's a fact.
And like,
that's all it is at the end of the day. You know, just like you say, just bringing past experiences and thoughts and you know and things that was seen and all of that, man, and putting it in the bar form, you know what I'm saying, and giving it that outlet, because there's always somebody out there listening that went through it or can understand it, you know what I'm saying? And I done scaled back from it as much as I used to, because like, you know, I got into my every fucking bar shit where I'm punching niggas' heads off, but when I do, you know, step in that bag, I feel like it's because people can relate to it that been from any kind of like, you know, background or struggle that and talk that talk or
even if you haven't, it sounds compelling.
It's still relatable to those. You know, it's been times where it's somebody who probably didn't even come from that background though, and they tap in and be like, yo, your third round was crazy, and then there's niggas who I done been in venues, nigga, in different states with niggas I ain't never met before. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll walk up to me like, hey, yo, gangster, like nigga, that third round, nigga gave me chills. Like, man, you the truth. That shit remind me of something that I went through with my little brother. He locked up, you know what I'm saying? Or some shit I went through when I was, you know what I mean, in the streets like that. Like niggas from I done been all over the world with this shit, and I done heard that shit everywhere, you know. So I think that's the enjoyment I get from it, where it's like it's bigger than trying to win that battle. It's like we connecting with some people, you know, and I think that's what took me to the levels that it took me to. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what helped transcend battle rap to where it got to, because it was missing that authenticity, that realism. Like that's something that took it away from just the cookie cutter punch scheme angle shit. You know what I'm saying? Where all we doing, okay, he angling about him, he making name flips about him, he scheming about peanut.
You don't get it, babe? He said he was gonna shoot this guy.
You know what I mean?
20 different shampoo brands.
Come on, like nobody wants to hear that all the time. So when I came in the game, it opened up the ears to motherfuckers that don't want to catch everything. They could just relate to it. Like, damn, nigga, I could feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, pigs fly. Nigga, don't you know the police got helicopters? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you feel me? Shit like that, to where it's like, come on, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that shit is real. Nigga, first time he met his son, they was in the cell together, you know, shit like that. And that's
pissing on my hands.
Pissing on my hand to get the gunpowder up. Like, all that shit was shit that is motherfuckers that can relate to, motherfuckers that can catch it, motherfuckers that can understand it. And they like, yo, you know, like this is the essence of battle rap right here. You know what I'm saying? Like giving the streets to him one time, you know what I'm saying? And
beyond that, because like I feel like there's a few really solid voices for the street. I mean, you know, Calico, Twerk, you know, like the Surf. There's like these guys out there.
Sure.
Like,
that talk all day.
But you really brought it to like gang banging, Compton, real Crip type, you Crippin' material.
I'm bringing that light to it again, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that's what it was missing just at that time. Like, though we had those voices and those people that was doing it, it was a void of just like, everything is dedicated to it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like every third round was dedicated to it. It wasn't just one time where I talked about it.
It's the trademark.
This was the trademark. It was, you know what I mean? We 10, 15 battles in, and he's still giving us these vivid imagery bars, you know what I'm saying? To the point where this shit sound like it need to be on a record, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and that's what got them celebrity eyes and those big sponsor eyes into it. Like, yo, what is this? This is the shit we want to buy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to buy this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what's selling now. You know what I'm saying? The streets. This is who we looking for. Like, this is what it is. So in turn, though, it was me telling my story and my truth and the shit that I seen and the shit that I was a part of and witnessed. You dig what I'm saying? It also brought eyes onto the culture and helped other motherfuckers who wanted to just rap like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what birthed niggas like Easy, the block captain, who probably
Easy is a great example.
So though he may have been battling before me, now you want to hear straight he can rap like that, because it's like, yo, Geechi done kicked this door down. The nigga can rap like this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can rap 3 rounds that ain't got nothing to do with punches, schemes, and metaphors, and just rap this street shit. Now the fans want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was niggas doing it, like I said, but like it had got away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the whole, to me, like Philly was a hot spot for that for years, and then like that whole scene kind of
just died down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it just turned into everybody wanted the 1, 2, 3, 4 bar setup to the haymaker. Like, if you didn't do that, you wasn't making it to the big stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to lead up to the boop, boop, boop. Ah, you know what I'm saying? I made it to where it's like, nah, listen, you ain't even gotta react. Like, you gotta feel it in that motherfucker. Like, it could be quiet in the third and you still know this nigga losing. You know what I'm saying? They not even screaming, because none of this is no bars to scream at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real.
It's crazy, dude. just that the necessity and the value of having that outlet. And I'm glad that you had homies that were in your ear that recognize that. And kind of it's full circle, because it's the same thing you were saying. Like, hey, we protect our athletes. We encourage them. If Compton didn't embrace Serena and Venus, they wouldn't have be like. And the same way Compton got together and helped Geechi Gotti rise.
Rise up, man. Shout out to the city, man. They know I love them. You already know what it is, man. Compton, we in this motherfucker. We pushing, you feel me, all the way. You know what I mean? They know what it is. I see y'all in the comments. I seen a lot of people showing love, man. You know, we just talking and giving that game. But for those in the comments that is showing love, man, salute, salute, salute. Y'all already know what it is, man. Nothing but love every time I pull up, man. It's gonna be that.
It's a beautiful thing. Now, couple more questions. Well, we've been live for it's always with us. We talk.
We just chat. That's how it go. Yeah.
This my real life homeboy.
Come on, that's love. You know that. Let's get it.
Yeah, like the long way. Now, another famous Crip recently just got unleashed. Back in society.
Yes, sir.
My dog, baby CMAC.
5'5" Crip. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this guy and what he's got cracking off now?
Oh, man. I salute him, man, all the way. You know what I'm saying? I salute him all the way, man. Anybody that's utilizing they brand, man, to take care of themselves and their family, I'm with it, man. Because we rather see him out here getting to the bag and doing something than sitting up in that system. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure going in and out of jail way before he got this notoriety. So he know what it's like behind that wall and how much time that take away from, you know what I'm saying, being able to get to it like this. And he got a personality that motherfuckers glued to, and you know what I mean? So I'm proud of him. I don't know him personally like that to even say that I reached out to him to say welcome home or nothing like that, but I'll take the time on this camera to say, man, welcome home, Crip. Keep doing your thing.
That's
stay
right.
focused, you know what I'm saying? Stay, 10 toes down on your goals, man. You gonna get there. You know what I mean? You got a lot of motherfuckers watching you, a lot of motherfuckers rocking with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of niggas supporting him. So as long as he keep, you know what I mean, keep going, he gonna get it. He gonna get what he looking for sure.
Now, what do you think about just, this dude, I know you said you haven't seen the interview yet.
Yeah.
In the interview, he's still dissing hoods. He's still dissing his ops.
Oh, shit.
He has not turned down at all.
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, so you got to get it how you live, though. You know, I can't knock it. That's his story, though. You know, as long as you know at the end of the day, that's his story. When his time comes to where he want to, mature from that level, you know what I'm saying? He definitely will. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna happen on his own due time, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing you could do about that. Like, cause he like I said earlier, I still understand it. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm getting up here dissing niggas and doing all that, it don't understand it. That don't mean I don't understand why some niggas is, feel me, still doing it. It's still fresh. Like, you feel me? He fresh from leaving the county and peeing and all. He probably done just had a squabble with Op. He feel like saying fuck one. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is right now. So he's still fresh in that, man. You know, he got to understand that. But you know what I mean? He understand, I'm pretty sure, with the right people around him, that it's gonna be something bigger than dissing niggas in his future. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, that is what it is. He in the streets, he thugging, but in his future, it's gonna be money. It's gonna be all type of shit that's gonna be laid out for him to where he ain't even gonna be having time to be talking about nobody else. He gonna be too busy trying to set up his episode of his podcast and set up his clothing line and set up too much shit to be worrying about what another nigga and what other nigga hood got to do. He too focused on his business. You know, when that time comes, he ain't have to worry about telling him to stop doing all that. You know?
That's what I really want for him. And I mean, you come from a different era as far as throughout the most of the 2000s and 2010s, early fools weren't really that tripping on wax like that. If you were a rapper, you wasn't dissing. Like the culture was kind of kept you had to really be tapped in to know how you diss the ops and all that shit. Now it's all
it's all over. Straight
mainstreamed that whole culture.
Man, it's just that because even the word ops, you know what I'm saying?
That's a Chicago word.
We
say enemies.
Real enemigos and all that. Like, you feel me? So it just now it's just global. You know what I'm saying? Everything is enhanced. You know what I'm saying? That's how we came up though. Them enemies right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even
some just diss them. Whatever
some
the fuck we call
kids
them.
from Chicago, some gangbangers just got arrested for a shooting in L.A. They smoked their ops in L.A.
Niggas outside, man.
So it's now, and then they got caught up back there in Cook County and shipped back to L.A. It's all over the place now.
Man, niggas got to be careful outside, man. It's real. Niggas ain't playing, man. They got army guns out there, man. You got to suit up. You know?
Yeah.
It's real.
Nah, but it's it's great to see your continued evolution. What's cracking besides that, music wise, branding wise? What's going on?
Oh man, yeah, man, we working on the music still, man. Lush Gotti on the way. I dropped.
Been waiting.
Yeah, I know, man. It's like the detox right now.
I was supposed to be like December. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's like the detox right now. They waiting, man. I've been talking about it, but it's a masterpiece we putting together, man. Produced my nigga Jay Nari, got Larry making all the hits.
Sorry, Jay Nari.
Shit, my nigga Jay Wavy all over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Got some cold. You know what I'm saying? Features on there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I got Surf on that motherfucker.
Oh, what?
Yeah, Free the Wave, man. He was on there before he got locked up, man. We got a crazy one. You know what I'm saying? I got records with RJ, records with Bino. You know what I'm saying? Records with motherfucking nigga. The list goes on.
Oh, you trying to really be like a guy out here?
Yeah,
huh?
like no, because at the end of the day, man, we make dope music. You know what I'm saying? Like I think the battle rapping is, it's the lane. People see it, but anybody that really be tapped in can say like, oh nah, Gotti make some cold music and Benji.
That RJ joint, I love it.
You love that shit.
But that RJ song,
that's one of them, and I ain't even put that out. And shout out RJ, man. Salute to him because he going crazy, steady dropping some shit every day, man. You know what I'm saying? That Rodney Brown tape, you know what I'm saying, was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he came to the studio. Me and bro connected. It been love ever since, and we got like you say, we got one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? And same with like a nigga like Peasy from Detroit. That record
that's
it was boom. Sent it to him. He sent it right back. Nigga came to the hood, shot the video like real niggas like that. You got to, you know what I mean? You can't do nothing but respect them and you know what I mean? Show him that love. Same with a Sue Surf. When he was out here and we did that record, it was where you at, man? I'm at the hotel, man. I'm trying to get you. Man, I'm pulling up. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like that, So when you got that type of love and respect, you get that. You know what I mean? Like I got to get that back. So I want to salute them niggas and everybody that done tapped in and that I named that jumped on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more than that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Did you feel like as an artist, especially in the lane you're in, not to like put you in a box, but like just as far as the street music out of LA, where LA's got a really regional sound right now and shit. Do you feel like being as lyrical as you are could that be a hindrance at times? Does it hold you back?
I mean, I think if I was like on the records trying to be lyrical, like, you know what I'm saying, then because that's not really, like you say, the LA sound, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but you still sneak it in there.
Yeah, but I still make sure, like, because I'm a rapper, so no matter what, even if I'm on some turned up shit, I'm gonna make sure the shit still got bars. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna just be in that motherfucker just where it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a real MC in a nigga, but I don't get on that motherfucker and just try to be too lyrical, miracle, spiritual either, though. You know what I'm saying? To where everything is so over the head to where you can't even. Now you feel me? I got records like, bitch, I'm ignorant. Ain't nothing. Nothing lyrical about that, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Fuck her in the whip, not my house. I ain't fucking up my couch, you feel me? I'm just sitting there talking crazy, like, nah, that ain't my son, and he look dead on me. Tax season still better have some bread for me, like. You know
that's a bar, fuck that.
You feel me? That's still a bar, but it's some real nigga shit at the same time, so, and that's how I'm coming through, just like me and RJ, that record, Broke Bitch K, you know what I'm saying? When we dropped that on their head, like, that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I think it'd be a hindrance if I tried to, like, rely on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to separate it. Like, I can't do what I do on the battle stage in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Though it's gonna be some records where I just bar up and still show that because, as a rapper, you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think all the greats still do that, from the Jay-Z's to the Pacs.
100%. And not to say that LA don't got bars.
Yeah.
And there's amazing lyricists out here. Yeah. It's just the way that
the beats is selected and we got our own sound. You know,
the current wave.
The current wave is looked at a certain way, but that's just not LA. That's everywhere. You know.
Yeah, it is that too.
Atlanta got their own kind of sound. Detroit, where it's all looked at like nobody's like coining niggas the rappers like that unless you like start making lyrical music.
But look, I'll be honest with you. I feel like a lot of them Detroit dudes, they like still lean into the bars and the punchlines over that same type of production that we fuck with out here. Like,
they definitely do.
You know what I mean? Like I said all the time, I chopped it up with Cash Kid a couple months back. I was like, you are the best punchlines in all of hip hop right now. And he's making the same type of shit. But I think a lot of that gets lost on people. Like they're not able to catch. Like I've chopped it up with people. I was on the Biggest Bros podcast with House Phone and Potlord, and then Potlord was like, Cash Kid is fucking trash. I'm like, no, he's amazing. You just don't listen for punchlines.
Exactly. Yeah. It's all. That's what I'm saying. It's all like subjective to what you listening for.
Yeah.
But definitely, he ain't trash, man. Come on, Potlord, you tripping, dog.
Yeah, you bugging. but you I think have found a real good happy medium and a way to blend all that. Because I feel like you don't sacrifice lyricism, but I also feel like your music should be more prevalent.
Definitely, man. Fuck them kids out right now. All streaming platforms, go get that, man. Come on, man. It's bars and it's still dope. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere too, the whole project is out. Run it up. I'm telling you, like it's so many different type of style songs on there that you're gonna be able to get something for everybody though. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to, still get the bars that you like, the third round type shit from a Gotti, but then you can get some of that fun shit, like I said, like a fuck them kids, and you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Where nigga just straight up just going in off some shit, you know what I'm saying? But it to me, I feel like that's the making of a good artist is having range and being versatile. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just got one thing you do, like every song sound the same. Like, I hate listening to a nigga album and every song sound the same.
Yeah, sweet.
One all the way to the end. It's like, yeah, I liked the number 1 and I did like number 2, but by the time I got to number 6, I felt like I'm listening to number 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like, so like, nigga, giving nigga some range, I fuck with rappers that can do that. I feel like the greats always was able to do that, to where they was able to give you like a different pattern. Like, oh damn, you can listen to this one. This don't sound like that one. It don't sound like that one. You know what I'm saying?
And even like a Doggy Style type album where every song is essentially talking about the same topics,
shit, but it flows different. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you get that blue carpet treatment from Snoop. You know what I'm saying? You got way different songs and different shit like that. From the last meal, you got different songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why Snoop was a good example. You know what I'm saying? Because though he, to some people, got the same type of flow style, he switches up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get on, let's use Last Meal for an example. You got a I Don't Want Anybody record, and then you got the motherfucking He Better Lay Low records on there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, this dude's gone from Snoop line to Beautiful to,
come on, man.
you feel me? Like, Sexual Seduction.
Number 1 with a bullet, motherfucker, and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he all over the place.
Yeah, you feel me? So, like,
and still always maintaining his identity, which is something I like about you. Like, you still gonna be Gotti on a track. You're not gonna try to, no matter who you on the record with, some artists try to get in their bag too much. Like, you stay in your bag, but you can still be versatile.
That part right there.
Now, final thought. As far as there's been a whole wave the past few years that's cracked off in LA, a new outlet, which you're a part of, which is podcasting. Yeah. And we're seeing so many people in the hood space elevating through the podcasting in LA and beyond. And it's really dope. Like, that's why, as far as CMAC, I'd like to, what would be something I would love to see more than anything is if him and T-Rail were able to sit down.
Damn,
I don't think that's going to happen. But you know, something like that would
something
be
like that'd be dope though. Hell yeah.
If he like had a hat on, I don't think that's gonna happen again. But something like that. But looking at the T-Rails, the AD, you know what I mean, pun, like,
shout out them niggas, man.
Yeah,
for sure, they do their thing.
And you yourself got a cracking ass podcast with the homies and shit.
Yes, sir.
You got a few podcasts. You got a whole podcast network.
Yeah, man. No Studio and Network. You know what I mean? Follow us on YouTube. No Studio and Network. You can also follow us on Instagram. But yeah, man, every Tuesday we got the No Studio and podcast with my co-host Craig. Man, you know what I'm saying? On all platforms, it's Craig and them.
Craig is a hilarious dude,
feel
bro.
Me? He talks his shit. He goes in. I got the money on there. You know what I'm saying? He one of the funny cats on there, man. They love them two dudes. You know what I'm saying? Then on Sundays I got a show that's dedicated straight to battle rap called The Conference Call. Also Craig is on there. We got Ethan. You know what I'm saying?
Ethan, the biggest gangster affiliated with Geechi. Period.
Like, we got Big Dog Ethan in there.
Yeah, that's a gangster.
Yeah, you feel me? So like we do that, and then this other show we just producing a new show that's on there with my guy AD from my hood. Also T Money, the homegirl Crystal, called Standing on Business that they do, and they filming that shit on Tuesdays. It's a live one that's up. They first episode ever that they did. They filmed that and it's up. So yeah, we just trying to put the network together. We putting up new shows and different shows on there. You know, just trying to talk. Cause we want that shit to be a whole network. You want you to be able to turn on our studio network. You can watch podcasts. You can watch a cooking show. You might watch a reality show. Like whatever you want to turn on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get there. You know, in due time, it'll be that way. But like, I'm proud of seeing niggas do it, man. Like, whatever you doing, man. If it failed, it failed. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, as they say. So you know what I'm saying? Like, get out there and try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, see what you can do. You never know, man. The show you thought wasn't gonna crack might be the best show ever on this fucking YouTube shit. You know what I mean?
You might get a DM from Ice Spice with the honey pack.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
If you hit her up, be like, yo, I'm trying to hit.
Come on.
You
They
never know.
On my Instagram, they see I ran into Ice Spice the other day.
Oh yeah, that was fucking. Yo, this dude is out of pocket on Instagram, by the way. When you started rapping
yeah, I don't even know the words, man. But shout out Ice Spice, he thicker than a snicker, right? But definitely, man, follow the gram up so y'all can see that, man. Cause you know I just be on there living my real life, having fun on there, man. Geechi_Gotti. You know what I'm saying? We be on there turned up, man. You're gonna get some good content on there. Then you can keep up with everything from the music to the podcasting to the clothing to just everybody that's affiliated with the No Studio and Brand and Network, you know what I'm saying? And get these dope fits. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm looking at the screen hard. Like you up there looking doper than a motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna.
I ain't gonna lie,
bro. Like you really got that shit on right now. I'm mad you got that one because this one ain't hitting like that one right now.
I feel like a joint. I ain't gonna front,
man. That creamy black. Yeah. Come on, man.
You had to do it too.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna front. I might even have to cop a couple of these.
Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you, we like, here.
It's cozy. It feels
cozy. It's good material. Good. Come on, good embroidery. You can't wash that off, man. Well, that's one thing I take pride in before I get up out here is the clothing, though. You know, because that's something that we did as a youngster, man. We got fly, got fresh. Like, so when I come with clothes, I try to make shit that look dope, shit that I
gotta keep it Geechi.
Yeah, shit that I wear. I'm not gonna make some shit that I want other motherfuckers to wear, but you would never see me in it. If you notice, you see No Studio, I be having them hoodies on, the hats, the sweats, all that, because I really fuck with it. I be thinking the shit dope, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna mix it in with the designer kicks, the J's, all kind of shit. I'm trying to get me some No Studio and shoes going, you know what I'm saying? So I can rock my own shoes, but in the meantime, man, I'm gonna put it together, you know what I'm saying? For real.
Kendrick, Virgil, and you feel me?
Come on,
all
man.
that.
Come on, I need it, man.
Yeah.
I need it.
That's a beautiful thing. Everybody, please, you know, rock with the No Studio movement. They are cousins of Lush World and the pop-up. So anything we got going on, y'all, open door policy. My biggest problem with doing content with you is we got too much to talk about.
You already know,
we could have gone.
We could have gone longer than this. Yeah, we got way more we could have talked about. But I appreciate you letting me pull up. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Definitely proud of what you're doing, man. Proud of the whole team up here, man. The pop-up shop, pop-up show, you know what I'm saying? Everything, Lush World, everything y'all got going, man. You got my support. No Studio, and we rocking with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, man, we tapped in with him. So y'all make sure if y'all support me, y'all supporting Lush World as well, man.
That's
everything he got going on for real.
All my constituents of Lush World, make sure you rocking with the homie. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, run it up, hit some donos after the fact if you got it. If you don't, it don't even matter. We still rocking with you. It's very, very important. And all the fly ladies out there, keep your nails done and your wigs tight.
That part.
All the real players in the game, keep elevating. Y'all know what it is. Make sure you go to the Discord afterwards. My boy Neverlag just dropped the link. Join the Lush World Discord. It's an ongoing conversation. It's cracking. We got the recovery community going up. Tomorrow gonna be with my boy Big Rick, chopping it up with the homie Monstro. You feel me? I'm doing some recovery talk and beyond. It's about to be lit up in here at Lush World.
Fire.
7 days a week, baby. We not stopping for Nathan or nobody.
I love that. I love that.
And with that being said, drop them cocaine bot emojis and the crip emojis, and we about this biatch, out this biatch. Ooh.